Dog doesn't like the microphone.
Man, it's really good to hear that music again. It's fucking been way too long. You know what that means?
This is fire.
Yeah. Me and Andrew cooked this up, shit, dude. Almost a year ago. That is crazy.
On what software?
I don't know. What did we do this on? Like Ableton? Ableton? Snooze Room, how's it going, guys? It's been a while. It's been a month. It's been a while since we've done a show. How's it going, y'all? We got a very exciting episode today. The day is it 29th, October 29th?
Yes.
The Halloween weekend
Sunday.
here.
It's the day of our Lord.
The day of our Lord.
Sabbath.
Some people are at church right now, but we're in the snooze room, which is kind of like
Same
interchangeable.
shit.
Yeah, it's interchangeable.
Place of worship.
Place of worship. Guys, I'm here with a very special guest. We've been trying to get these guys on for a long time now. I saw them for the first time back, I think, in June, and ever since then, I'm like, I got to get these guys on.
Where?
It was at Good Omen.
Ooh.
Oh,
It was
that
that
one
place.
was
I
fun.
heard them.
Yeah, that one was really fun. Anyways, you seen the title already. You see what's going on. We got the Rocket League going. Dead Rosetta is here. We got Noah, the beautiful vocalist, looking like Qui-Gon Jinn with the hair, using the Force to talk to dogs.
Wow.
Got Max sipping the Coke Zero. He's gonna be a big. I heard coming into this, he's gonna be chatting a lot. He's gonna be yapping a lot the whole episode.
He does not
You won't
ever
shut
shut
me
up.
up.
He's got a lot to say.
Ready to talk. We got the drummer Joey looking great with the overalls, and Isabella's here as well, looking fly with the glasses and the flannel. The flannel's been a big theme today. I actually have the flannel too, but it's gonna heat up in here, so I took it off. But
I might have to unstrap my overalls pretty soon.
Yeah, you
One
have
at
to
a
get
time.
country with us.
My farm is doing very well. So.
It'll be just like a show, and my top will come off halfway through also.
right.
Yeah, sorry in
Thank
advance.
God.
But anyways, wow. I mean, Max, you came back into town. When was this? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah, flew in on Thursday.
Flew in on
Noah
Thursday.
picked me up.
Yeah.
Went straight to rehearsal.
That's
That was
how you,
fun.
That's how you gotta do
Did
it.
not skip
That
a
must
beat.
have been fun for you to just get right off the plane and then
Oh, it was
straight
great.
like,
Without
into-
going home.
You
first.
show up like a chauffeur at the airport.
Yeah.
Car's ready for you, Max.
So I pulled up and I was so obnoxious. I was playing some sort of metal and I was like, just run in the car, dude.
Your fucking ancient Xterra.
I was trying to make a bit of a scene. It was funny. Yeah, my
Then
my
you-
Xterra
then
with the headlight out. I was
He
the
gets in
only
and
car with the headlight
you
out.
guys make your grand escape at 10 miles per hour.
Going,
But yeah, I mean, what's that, like a 4-hour flight from Chico?
It
No.
was an hour and a half. So
Short
it
ass
wasn't
flight.
that bad. You know,
Yeah.
it was fun.
It's a fun drive too. I mean,
No, it's not. Let's
Is it
not
not
kid
fun?
ourselves. It gets fun. It's fun up until LA, and then after that, it's 2-lane highway with nothing to look at. The most interesting thing that happened was there's like a truck crashed.
I guess so, because
You don't like wheat, dude? You don't like fields of wheat?
Dude, it was so boring.
almond
I guess
Gross.
Chico is. I forget Chico is more inland, so there's no point in taking like the one up there.
I had to. I thought it
Chico
was on the
itself was
coast
great,
too.
but the drive up there, not so much.
No.
No.
Yeah, I drove up to Oakland over summer, but that was fun because it was the
I'm
one.
sorry to hear that.
Why? Oakland's nice. I was in Santa Cruz too for a bit. I spent like.
I'm also sorry to hear that.
What? Joey's the biggest regional
Santa
hater
Cruz
on
is
the planet.
awesome.
Yeah, Santa Cruz is sick.
First
Don't-
time I went there, I saw like a 6-year-old smoking a cigarette, and it changed my life. I'm
happy to hear that.
You know, we were at Oceanside last night, and I was telling Will, I was like, "Hey, Will, Oceanside gives me crazy Santa Cruz vibes. Like, just like not fun enough to be PB, but just like the trashy beachiness. You know,
Yeah,
I've never
absolutely.
been to PB.
You haven't?
I'm kind of afraid of that place.
You've been to
never
PB.
been to PB?
I know I've been there. I've never gone like out in PB to do anything. I've just like been there either to surf or just hang out. No, I've never not to hang out, but just pass through.
Are you 21?
Yeah, but I only turned 21 this August,
Oh,
so that
okay.
could explain it. Kind of
Yeah.
afraid of that place though.
It's just
Peanut butter.
it's interesting. There's just a lot of kooky characters at night. You know, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk to them.
Well, I like the kooky characters of OB.
It's the same shit.
It's like the same shit.
It's the
Because
same.
it seemed like PB seems nicer to me.
I mean,
passing
you
through.
get more outsiders in PB. Like in PB, like there'd just be like, a lot of like college kids, a lot of USD kids will just go there and party at night. And
Have you been, Isabel?
Yeah, my old band, Black Licorice, would hang out in PB all the time because they lived like walking distance.
Oh wow,
You know, speaking of
that's a
Obi,
nice place to live.
you know who was spotted at Obi Noodle House 3 days ago? Dave Grohl.
Really?
It was?
Wait, hold up. I was there, like last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was not there then, but he was there a few days
Yeah,
ago.
but we were in the same place within a week.
Where's Obi Noodle House? Is it on the main?
Yeah,
No,
It's like a block behind or two behind it, I think.
yeah.
But speaking of OB, aren't you guys playing Humble Heart tonight?
Tonight,
Yes.
We
are.
We'll be
Jeez.
there with Dave Grohl
Trash O Lantern.
tonight.
Yeah, this is like such a busy week for y'all. I mean, you did the Halloween bash last night, which was your birthday, and did you turn 21?
Max
did.
is 21.
I did.
Congratulations
Which means
to Max.
He can
Thank
go to
you.
PB now too.
You're gonna. That's fun. I think. It's just always. I mean, I'm not 21 yet, but I can definitely imagine.
Soon enough, right?
No, May.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's
It's okay. You're still older than Joey. We're all waiting on him.
How old is Joey?
It's like a
Joey's
child.
19.
It's like 16 or something.
Yeah.
The baby of the band.
My birthday's in January,
Okay,
so
so
these
that-
freaks can go get in whatever room they desire.
Okay.
It is weird not being able to enter a fucking building. It's
Yeah, no.
hurtful.
It is hurtful.
Like I don't
Take
even
that
need
shit
to
personal.
Even if I don't want to drink, like I just want to go in there.
Yeah, you think it's just
All
bars.
my friends are in there.
There's a
Oh my
lot of
God.
buildings that you shouldn't enter.
Dude, it's crazy because I wanted to go to the Beer and Wine Co. We have one in Carmel Mountain. It's just like a really nice liquor store. Of course, they have like a shit ton of liquor, a shit ton of wine, but they also have a shit ton of just like useful stuff. If you like mixers and like garnishes and cherries, and I'm into that shit. So I was just going there, and I'm only 20 years old, and they're like, "Do you have an ID?" And it's like, "No, it's all good. I'm just buying like cherries and like little toothpicks." And they're like, "Nah, you need to."
Those-
Yeah, no,
those
I've had
fucking
a similar
toothpicks are
experience.
Yeah, they kicked me
alcoholic.
out.
Yeah. They're like,
I got
fuck
kicked
you,
out
go to
of Venmo
Vaughn's.
for the same thing.
Yeah, we're just like
I was trying to buy LaCroix, and they're like, sorry, you have to be 21.
for LaCroix.
Oh,
yeah.
LaCroix is a mature beverage.
I
And
guess
every
so.
every time I speak to someone from Europe, my family friend Axel comes to mind. He's like a 60-year-old banker who spends all his vacations biking around the world, and he just retired.
The guy at the teepee.
Teepee? No. He
Or
doesn't
the-
live in a teepee. He lives on a bike, essentially. He came to the
Lives on a
U.S. a couple weeks ago with nothing but short shorts and a fucking one backpack.
How short?
One backpack. He doesn't even have a. He didn't even
6
bring a
inch
bike. He has a bike
NC4?
like stashed in Utah. But anyway,
What country in Europe?
he's from Germany.
Okay.
But he makes fun of the drinking laws here. It's like, Noah, so you're 21?
That was good.
And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, so you can find a, so, oh shit, what did he say? He said, so when you were 18, you couldn't have a beer with your parents?
It's
I
like
was
that's how being 21
I
works.
was
Yeah.
like, no, dude. And he's like, so at 18, you were old enough to go to war and murder and kill, but you could not have a beer? I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a pretty valid
exactly-
complaint.
It's very valid. It's
Axel.
true. Yeah.
Profound social commentary.
I mean, we're blessed enough to live in San Diego, so if you really want to sit down at a bar and drink, just cross the damn border and just go to TJ. Just
For real.
good drink, and they're cheaper there. You can get a mojito there, like a nice tall glass for like $4 or $5. It's nice, but then you gotta wait in line back, and that sucks. You know.
Wait in line with all your
That is
mojitos.
an experience. Last time I did that, there were at least 3 people dressed up as Shrek.
What?
like yes, Shrek. Like
Do they have mojitos?
they were just asking for tips and just like dancing or juggling. One of them was juggling.
On the line back to
Yeah, there's so many people out there. It's kind of.
I bet they were
it's-
smuggling fucking coke in their Shrek costume.
Yeah, maybe they're like if you say like a sentence to them and then they sell you coke.
Like
I always-
sleeper agents.
I always feel like a fucking international drug smuggler when I just like bring like flavored cigarettes across the border in my pockets, and they're just like, "Are you declaring anything?" And I'm just like, "No," and I just walk through.
You don't need to know.
Yeah,
What is this, your job?
yeah.
It's always a scary question for something that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I have flavored cigarettes.
I'm bringing them to the U.S. What
Yeah.
flavors?
They got watermelon, passion fruit,
Ew,
Mentos.
watermelon?
Yeah, watermelon.
Is that good?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I got some of those like crushers, like the flavor poppers, they taste kind of whack. Like they're fun and novel.
They're fun to pop.
Yeah, but
You know about those?
Yeah.
Have you smoked one of those?
You trying to expose me?
No, I'm just curious.
Max, you don't
I-
think the
I
watermelon
smoked one
gross?
today.
Actually,
my first day.
it's kind of funny because I was with other Joey, and he had him, and he was like, and I just popped it. I just wanted to pop
They're
it.
so fucking awesome. Those were really, when I went to Mexico, I stayed in Mexico for like 2 months, and those were like the normal cigarette. Like everyone had the little menthol poppers.
It's satisfying.
But for me, they taste like more artificial than like a normal menthol. Like if you got like an American Spirit menthol, it tastes like vapey, but like in a bad way.
Yeah, I agree. It tastes vapey.
Yeah.
I didn't like that about it.
Like
either.
the metallic.
No,
kinda-
it's like a syrupiness,
Ew.
like a tarriness that's like
Like
leaves a little coat in your
like
throat.
child's
Yeah.
medicine.
yeah, a little bit. But oh my god, I gotta say, dude, last night was so fucking spectacular. Like that was a really good show. And yeah, you guys did great, but like the lineup, that was one of the most tight lineups I've seen all year.
It was a good lineup.
yeah.
We haven't played with Verum for a while. I was very excited. to see
I was
them
really
again.
excited.
That was
to
my
see
first
them.
time seeing Verum.
Oh, they're
And-
amazing.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I love them.
Seeing them for the first time reminded me of seeing you guys for the first time, because my immediate reaction was like, when I saw y'all, I'm like, I got to get these guys on the show. I got to see when they play next, because I've always been a metalhead. That's been my thing. I was crazy into Ginksy when I first saw them at Soma. That was a really good show. Wow. And then I saw you guys, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not just Gingsu. This is insane. And I was just like obsessed with seeing y'all play. And now that like Verum's in there, to me that's like the holy trinity. I'm like, holy shit. I really want to see them play next. That
Yeah,
was
they're good.
really good.
San Diego is no longer indie.
That's
Well, I don't think Gingsu or Virum are technically from
I
here.
know,
Yeah, I was
they're,
about to
they're
say.
North County.
Oh my gosh,
Or
really?
Northern
Yeah.
the county.
they're like Orange County.
I'm
is,
sorry.
Is Gingsu from? They're from Orange County. Verum's from
Also Orange
Orange
County.
County.
Orange County.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Jam is from Chico, where
Jam
Max
is
is
from
at.
Chico.
You know about Jam, right?
They met in Chico. Yeah.
We played with them in like June or July, and then
Mhm.
I just moved up there, and they were playing a show, and I was like, oh, cool. So I went and said what's up, and talked to them, and
Right.
we're homies now. So
Dude,
They really
good
are the
dudes.
coolest guys ever.
Yeah. They came on the show and like gave me a panic attack for just smoking me under the table. Those guys can smoke weed. Holy shit.
it makes sense, right?
And I wanted to hang. I thought I was cool. I thought I was like them. I was not them. Dude, it's fucked up.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
dude.
show up to every show in like tie-dye shirts.
Yeah.
That's like, you're fucked. dude.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, dude, last night was just what a good show. Like it was structured really well. I thought like the opening band did their job on the menu. Really big fans of them.
Shit, I'm bummed. I
They're
missed
good.
them. We were celebrating Max's birthday, but I fucking love those guys.
We played with them at the little park.
the
right?
Aviera, yeah.
yeah.
Magnol put on, the Aviera Park. That
Under,
place was cool.
under,
the
the funny
mushrooms.
mushroom lights.
That was so cool.
They're fun. Great dancing music. Other great dancing music. I think Audio Per Disco. Dude, I haven't seen them
With
in
the
a-
bus.
Yeah.
with the bus.
The bus.
Jealous
So
of that
fun.
bus.
Do we know if they live in that bus?
I
don't
think
know.
they do. I'm gonna put money on like $10
I
on
would.
like. The,
I don't know why you'd have that bus and not.
Yeah, I was
live
about
in
to
it.
say the only way it makes sense to own that is if all of you, all like 18 of their members, live in it.
I know they practice in the bus.
That's
I didn't get
sick.
to see inside the bus because they're very. It's an exclusive list of who gets to be in the bus.
That's not what I heard. I had a bunch of my family members there last night, and I guess they were just perusing the bus. So
Maybe
Your
maybe
dad's
it's more
scary.
It's more like ask
gonna turn him
forgiveness,
down.
not permission.
I don't think they asked to get on. I think they kind of just
Walked in.
Just walked in.
oops, sorry.
I don't think they asked.
I would like to know how they purchased the bus.
Offer up.
Correct.
The one thing I asked to do. Shit, we're gonna have to cut this out. I was talking about the Audio Per Disco bus, and then my mom opens the garage. This is like
Now
this,
we're
this is
watching
bringing back
porn.
Levi episode 1 vibes. There's a schedule to this, but yeah, I mean I would say they do live in the bus, but they do practice in there. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know where there's room to sleep. You need like 4 bunk beds. You know.
Why is this so entrancing?
Yeah, I honestly, I
love
keep
watching
getting
this.
so distracted.
Yeah, we
by
realized
the
pretty
Rocket
early on
League.
like we need to have this because then
iPad baby.
It's like the video of someone doing Minecraft parkour.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Minecraft parkour is a good second choice.
yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
But,
But like the Reddit,
Like,
The
whoever
Reddit stories.
created this
My
game,
girlfriend loves those. The Reddit parkour. I didn't know they called it Minecraft parkour, but
when
that's
it's just they're
perfectly
jumping
named.
between blocks.
See, I'm more
and
of like
I
a
like 'em.
Subway
I
Surfers
like 'em
guy
too.
myself.
That's
They're
tacky.
nice.
Of
That's
course you would
There's
trashy.
be.
too many colors and bright shit.
Yeah,
in-
no, that's-
I like the
this,
simplicity
though,
of Minecraft.
This is so many colors and bright shit. Like, they must have made this game on some drugs.
I know.
Yeah,
like a-
Rocket League as a concept is just fucking hilarious. Car soccer?
I love
I
it.
hate this fucking game because I can't fucking figure it out. It's so fucking hard.
It is tricky, but the economy of the game is awesome.
Like I know about like I used
They
like
killed the
I can do like
economy.
racing games, but
that.
then
You
like
can't do that.
it's
I've
all
never
the
played
same
it.
controls and physics of the racing game you would play, but now you gotta jump in the air and kick a soccer ball.
Dude, I put like 900 hours. I'm like top 10%.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
You know
Fuck
what?
yeah.
If you're gonna expose me and just like pull up AI generated voice memos, like, can we talk about your League of Legends addiction?
Yeah, and when you played with me,
Ew.
I didn't play with. It was a joke. It was a joke. I played with you as a joke once, and then, there was nothing out of that. Anyways, I
You
mean,
know what, Andrew? There's careers to be made out of that now. Okay,
Elden
there is
Ring.
now.
so true.
kids nowadays want to be League of Legends players. They want to be all sorts of things. But yeah, I mean, last night, dude, I'm still blown away by Verum. Like, that was just out of this world good. I had no expectations going in, and I'm just like,
The last time we saw them, I think it was at Soma, and they came out wearing like robes and hoods, and they began playing like nerd music about like wizards and
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
they
it's
were
definitely-
like
And
Dungeons
they had
and Dragons.
yeah, they had
core.
like keyboards, and it was like, I'm on
Yeah,
the castle.
their synth player was sick. He could. I don't know how they did these sick vocal effects to
Like
make
a
them sound like
vocoder.
it's definitely
demons.
Yeah.
like concept. Like, it's all like concept music and that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but that was the last time we saw them. But last night they came out and it was just fucking like they were like the Melvins on speed, and it was like I
Yeah.
was like, what happened,
Dude, I was mesmerized by their bass player playing Primus last
Primus.
night. That was so fucking tight.
That was so good. Yeah. And then you guys came in right after that. I think just like for me, like, that was just like everyone was electric, everyone was just going wild. I just felt bad because afterwards, like, everyone was just so tired. Like, everyone, like, I feel like the energy didn't go to Echinacea, which is just a band that consistently just gets people going. But like, you just
They're
like,
fun. I like that.
you killed everyone.
That was my first time seeing them. I liked them too.
I love Echinacea. I think they're
I just remember really wondering how to pronounce that.
Yeah, that was
the
that was a
first
thing
few
for a while.
but yeah, that's a bit of a.
Achincia.
I thought it was echidna, enchilada.
But I like Echinacea. It rolls off the tongue
It
nicely,
does.
you know?
It's just when you see the word for the first time, it's
It's a little intimidating.
daunting, yeah. But I like saying it a lot, echinacea. And they performed great. And then of course you can't have a good show if Lying isn't closing it out like that. Like, it was just spectacular. And I think y'all strive when it's like the latter half of a set, when it's like dark and like there's lights, like that's when like Dead Rosetta's at their best. And that's the only time I've seen y'all. I feel like, like you guys just wouldn't work like earlier in a bill, like when it's like daytime out. Like, I feel like you guys need like,
Sometimes we've played during the day and it made us uncomfortable.
It's silly. It
It
feels
is
silly.
uncomfortable.
right.
I don't know. I do like the sun though. Just maybe not for our set.
It just doesn't seem like y'all come in and it's just like bring in the metal, bring in like just like the edginess. Like, I feel like the sun is out. It's like,
Do you think we sound considerably heavier than?
Well, this is a long ongoing debate.
Okay.
Is Dead Rosetta metal? Is that where you're going?
Kind of, because I don't see us as very heavy.
We don't think of ourselves as
like I don't
metal.
see us as that.
You mean
We
like
love
our
metal.
combined
Right.
weight?
I mean, there's no doubt you guys are metal. Like, that
I
shouldn't.
think that's true. Yeah,
I
We
don't
definitely
think-
are metal.
I don't think anyone's debating that or would question that. The side eye over here is crazy.
We have a spiritual connection.
We'd say a lot of things at the same
We've,
time.
we've been planning our next sentence.
Right.
It's just like some people have like, I don't know, just said like, just think we're much heavier than a lot of the scene, which I don't think is so true.
I think, well, okay, that's when you start. That's when the question becomes like, what is defined in the scene? Because there is a huge scene out there, not affiliated with Levi, not affiliated with Magnalco, not affiliated with like, kind of like the people who like I've had on the show, that do metal, and they'll do it a lot heavier than you guys.
Dude, there are like some serious fucking like
Yeah, like-
grindcore bands.
100%.
Farther south you go.
Yeah.
100%.
like erratic. and
No,
fucking-
not erratic. Like there's just bands out there.
There's
Oh,
like-
you're talking like National City and
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like
yeah.
shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, dude, baseball card.
baseball card.
Oh, they're
I
like
don't-
emo though.
I don't know if they exist anymore.
I
They
think
were
they're
so.
gone.
I thought they were really
Well, but
fucking heavy.
kinda
That
like-
shit
like
scared me.
Some like real screaming shit.
Yeah, when you got and then like
If we're
some
talking
fucking-
like straight metal, I mean, I think Immoral Remedies is, if you've heard of them.
Oh yeah, do you guys know Moral
Yes.
Remedies?
I went to school with Miles, their guitarist.
Okay, I
He's
know.
awesome.
I know Dylan, but I call him Death Metal Dylan. And I met him at the most random thing I met. That is crazy that I thought only I knew them. Wow, I met Dylan at a Primus show.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he came to like one of like my first shows I've ever played, and he was just going crazy.
Yeah, that's some fucking metal right there.
Yeah,
they're hardcore.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, I mean, let me. I think the debate is, like, if you want to compare yourselves metal as far as like just like the genre, yeah, of course. Like I would just align you guys with like your inspirations. I would guess would be like Iron Maiden. I would guess Avenged Sevenfold. I would guess My Chemical Romance. Metalcore for sure with elements of thrash, because it's not like no, it is melodic like metalcore, but there's just a lot more like fundamental like 80s roots that you guys gather from for sure, especially in the solos. But yeah, I mean,
It's a good analysis.
I love metal. I mean, that's just what I pick up on. I don't know if you guys just might be Primus heads, and I just have no idea. And you guys are just trying
Well,
to.
I'm definitely not a metalcore guy. I kind of famously hate metalcore.
Well, you're not a metalcore singer. That's definitely for sure. Like I can.
Thank you.
Famously.
No, I'm kidding.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like I remember I was watching last night, and Reese always has praise. Like he's like, Noah is like the perfect frontman for like what he does as a band. And I was always like, I love Noah as a frontman, but I wish he would just start doing a little bit more like screaming, like put some rasp in the voice. But you don't do that.
I don't know how to do it correctly because I don't want to fuck up my voice and I want to be able to like do it long term.
I bet it's one of those things like you've tried and then it like ruins your voice for the practice, and then
Yeah, well, because recently I've like we've had trouble recording songs that we've had around for a while because my voice is just like it just gets fucked. I haven't been singing safely, so
Practice safe singing.
yeah, safe
No,
singing.
yeah, so practice safe
You've been
singing.
going raw.
Yeah,
Safe
and
singing
so-
is super important.
Yeah, so
You're
I've
gonna
like
have a voice baby.
Ew.
But
so I've been
It's natural.
yeah, like the newer songs we write, I'm like pitching them lower, and I'm trying to like sing with my diaphragm, and
We're gonna pitch them down. It's gonna be like Freddie Dredd for the next album.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do to like watch out for your voice. I would say the number one thing is vocal attacks. Is you start straining when you reach for the high notes with your muscles instead of the air. So it's really good to attack notes with a breath. So instead of hitting a note like just going ah, you go ha, and then the
I like that.
the breath levitates the note into that, like especially like higher notes.
Instead of you not so much you just flexing your abs as hard as you can.
exactly.
That's
It's-
good. That's a really
that looks cool.
That helps me visualize it very well. I love hearing like my mom. My mom is like a classically trained singer. Went to BYU.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mormon past. And so she would say like when you're reaching a high note, always imagine you're like jumping over it and landing on
Yeah.
it or some shit like that. Like
Wow.
the visual stuff about that we're singing is like the only way you can like figure it out. I feel like because
I like to jump over and land
sing
on
a G,
anything.
press a button. Like that's not how singing works.
Sing a G.
Can you do
Do you
that?
have perfect pitch?
Yeah, that's a G.
No way.
Let me
Can
get
we
it.
hear
Let
a
me
G?
get it. Let me get it.
Someone play Welcome to the Black Parade.
Wow, you're
Damn.
spot on. Actually.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
Wait. We'll play one
Wait,
more
how
time.
did
please.
Andrew play a G so fast?
He's just playing.
Wait,
it.
is that? I don't think that's a G.
It is a G.
Yeah.
Is it just an octave?
When I was a young boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Nailed it.
That was sick.
Yeah, but that's really good for vocals. But like the thing is like, yeah, but that's it. Like if you want to compare yourself to like that like super heavy scene, then like you guys look like an indie band, I guess. But
Yeah.
We are.
I mean, but it's.
Are we the middle?
I think you guys are playing.
love that song.
I think you guys are playing in the right scene. I don't like. I would not recommend going and playing with like those guys.
I think I agree with you.
Oh no, we have. It was bad.
Was it bad?
Yeah, they did not
I feel like
appreciate
for a
us at
while
that
we
show.
They
did.
threw
Wait,
eggs at us.
Which show are you talking about?
You know the
Alpine.
house show in
Oh,
Alpine?
was it Brock's house?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? People love
I
that
had
shit.
fun. I thought they were
Oh,
dope.
I had a
Oh,
fun
people
time
love
at
that
Brock's
shit.
house.
It was fun. It
And
was
people
fun.
liked us. It's not like they were
Some.
like boo,
No,
not
no.
thrash.
Not boo, not thrash, but I was really scared. So
I was scared because it was Alpine.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I know exactly.
that place is named after a tree.
I feel safe in Alpine. I like because
It's 'cause you're a
grew
mountain
up, I
man.
grew up in Ramona. I like that. I like that high valley
I-
places.
I know that kind of scene where there's like smaller, like that's like a mixed bag of metal where you'll get like a lot of these smaller bands where they just find like these shred kids and then they'll just give them a guitar and then you'll hear like that's like the gnarliest solos you'll ever hear in the scene is just there, and you'll see like some of these like hardcore bands mixed with like these like you said, like these grindcore bands. It's really just a mixed bag, and a lot of the shows don't work out because they don't know how to set list that. Like they'll put like a grindcore band first, and it's like, dude, what the no one has been lubed up for this shit. Like this is like not.
Oh, I like
You
that.
gotta get
Just
the
put it
foreplay.
in.
Yeah, like you need an opener band, and then you need to like maybe put a grindcore second, then something with a bit more melody, like a punk band that I don't know, but yeah, I know
Set list theory.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's
if there's-
huge. It's absolutely huge.
I don't know if there's as many people that consider setlist theory that should, because like you're making great points.
Yeah.
Like how we
Um,
shouldn't play
I
while
would-
the sun is out.
That's also set
I mean,
list
well,
theory.
because you're always, it's always a show with at least 4 bands, and that's a fucking
That's way too many.
Because
By two.
unless like it's all the same, it's normally not like all. Sometimes it's like similar genres, but like last night it wasn't just all the same genre the whole night. So putting that together is like,
And I know a lot of those shows is like, especially because you guys are usually, you've been playing a lot more now. You're definitely bigger compared to like some of like the bands that are just coming up now. An inexperienced showrunner that like isn't the Levi's would have you close it out, and that's just like the worst thing you can do. That's just like the worst thing you can do is like, because closing is, a lot of people think like headlining means like they'll be the last ones to play, but like
Oh, yeah,
when you
totally.
have like 6 bands play and you do it for, they're moshing through the whole thing, it's too much to ask for people to stick around.
Oh, we
Yeah.
know. We
Yeah.
don't like going last for that reason. It's
Right.
it's everybody's bedtime. They want to
Right.
go home. They're exhausted.
We wanna
I
go
want to go
home.
home. I'm
Including me.
exhausted.
Yeah.
yeah, like how many shows do you like if you go buy a ticket to go see your favorite band? Like how many times are there 4 openers?
Never.
Like,
I don't. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, that's why like I see some bands like, it's so hard to pull off an L-Fest where there's like 12 bands, because there's not one sane person in the crowd who's going to stick around for all of it and have like the same energy throughout. It's just too
Yeah.
much to ask.
Well, you'd think it'd be the same too, because everyone's playing for like 15 minutes instead of
No.
like a half hour.
Well, you can either
Or I
do.
guess I guess it is the same. Like if you go like when we saw Queens of the Stone Age, the 2 openers played for like a half hour each.
normally like big openers they'd get like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
so instead it's like
well,
6, each play for 25.
Yeah,
or so.
because everyone's been standing in there for fucking 2 hours before the show starts. And then it takes 2 hours to get through the openers.
The craziest show I ever saw for production and like changeovers was I went to Eric Clapton's guitar festival, and there was like sometimes less than like 2 minutes between bands. They had this rotating stage, and then sometimes whenever they needed like a bigger setup, they would have just some blues legend like on the corner of the stage like play acoustic guitar, like Taj Mahal or something like that.
Just to like entertain people.
Yeah, but it's fucking Taj Mahal. It's like he played for 15 minutes while they set up this big set, but you got to see fucking Taj Mahal, and then it's John Mayer trio.
That's
It's
funny.
like it was such a sick
That's
show.
worth your money right
And
there.
Bill Murray was the MC.
What?
It was the best like put
sounds
together
wild.
show
yeah,
I could have
where was this?
seen.
You said this is in Arizona?
No, so this was at the Crypto Arena in LA.
The Staples Center.
Yeah,
Is
the
that where
Staples Center.
The Clippers play or the
No,
Lakers?
The
Lakers
Lakers
play.
and the Kings, the hockey
Oh,
team.
okay.
But yeah, just the coolest show. You'd like seriously the
No,
fastest.
that's what it
most
should be.
smooth
Is
going.
fucking shit going on where while everyone's changing.
Yeah.
I want
And
a
Bill
circus
Murray.
act in between sets.
Just like someone juggling.
Yeah.
And then Eric Clapton would come on like stage just whenever he it seemed like he was just like whenever he felt like it, he was just like, I'd like to play on this song.
This is playground.
What a dick.
Yeah, Eric Clapton he's good. He's a legend, but he has
It's all right.
He has way too many mid albums.
We should talk about. I want to hear about the roots of like how everybody
You want to know?
was introduced to music.
Oh.
Because a lot of people hit the
Dude,
old
you're-
stuff first.
This is not your podcast.
He's doing my job. I like
sorry.
Greg.
I'm sorry. No.
So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
meant like I literally am just like curious about you.
Yeah, we don't talk about this.
Because
Let's get deep.
Because I know
Let's get
Max
emotional.
likes some fucking like Supertramp and the Doors and shit like that, but then he also loves the other shit he loves.
Max likes the
I think
Beatles,
I know
which is
what
very unfortunate.
I think I know all that Joey likes. Isabel's got a wide range, but I don't really know what like got you into.
Mine's a little weird. Like,
Isabel
do you want
likes
like?
the Rocky Horror themed soundtrack.
Well, yeah, and
Time loop.
Time Warp.
First musical influences.
first musical
Like,
influences.
That's a whole different story. I mean, like,
Yeah,
like-
that's like,
Just like the first thing you remember liking.
like individually separate from what my parents played me. It was probably Oingo Boingo.
oh yeah, that's
love Oingo Boingo.
They're my favorite.
Freakazoid.
I just got introduced to Oingo Boingo like 2 nights ago.
They're so fucking good. What album are you on?
Congratulations.
It was a song. It was a song that Will showed me. I don't know, because he was just like, "Do you like Danny Elfman?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I like Danny Elfman." He's like, "Yeah, that's Oingo Boingo." And I'm like, "What?" And so, it was some weird like 80s synth sort of like dance thing. It was
That's a lot of them.
yeah, it was good though. It was definitely interesting.
Was it Only a Lad?
I was just gonna say.
Oh, dude.
I don't think it was.
I love how fucking like that type of music
It's my
just like
favorite.
ticks all my boxes. It's like upbeat, it's
Tick my
pretty.
boxes.
Sometimes,
Upbeat, weird horns.
yeah, and sometimes it's got like this punchy, like punk, like super punky, like.
There's a
feel.
song called "Gratitude,"
Oh yeah.
which
I
I
know that song.
enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Pointing at me,
yeah, we're going around.
Your first thing,
dude. Do you guys the James Bond movie called Quantum of Solace?
Yep.
Yeah.
When it come out in 2008,
Daniel
right?
Craig, yeah.
Probably.
Because and then
So you were.
that's 4. Dude, there's the soundtrack of that movie was a song called "Another Way to Die," I think by Jack White and Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That is a great song right there. You should listen to that shit. We would be eating dinner at our table, and the family computer was like across from the table. And my brother and I would go over and play "Another Way to Die" by Jack White and Alicia Keys while we were eating dinner, and be like,
Dude, that sounds like
You guys gotta find that
sounds
song.
parallel with like all the shit you love now. Honestly,
So your opening genre was James Bond soundtrack? Is that what I'm getting?
I mean, if you put it like that, yeah.
Interesting. You said you got to the Doors. That's like your background. Is like
Well, ask the question again. I'm a little unclear.
Well, I just want to know what your first introduction to music was.
Okay.
Listening, like,
So
first like shit you remember hearing, like
the first thing I remember, this is very long time ago, but I
Because
think
you're very old.
very old now. I don't think I knew that I wanted to do music at this time, but I remember feeling a very strong connection. Me and my mom, we have family up in Oregon, and so we would always go and, drive up there. It's a long ass drive, and I remember as a kid, sit in the back of the car listening to the first Strokes album, and that was just like, I think that was genuinely my first like conscious introduction to music.
Getting horny in the back of the car to the first Strokes album.
Why
I
did it
didn't
have
say
to be
horny.
horny?
you said the Strokes, not Deftones.
You get horny to Deftones?
You get horny to the Strokes?
Yeah, what is going on?
guys, they're
Hold
called
on,
the
you guys
Strokes.
heard
God,
that
I was like
album, right?
4. I was not horny. It's not.
Yeah.
You're 4 years old is when you look out the window and wonder what life is.
Or like what little man
It was
is
the
running
Strokes
along
and then
the side
and
of
then the
car.
Wiggles. We had 2 CDs.
Those both sound very sexual to me.
I don't
We
know.
used
I
to
don't know
have.
what he's talking about.
We had the first CD I remember seeing was a Glee Christmas CD.
Yeah.
Was it your mom's?
Yes.
That makes sense.
You see a lot of those at like Goodwill and stuff.
What's yours?
If we're going down like what I listen in like my parents' car, I don't come from a family of musicians, so they had really bad taste. So, my dad, he's from both my parents from South America, but he was really into reggaeton. Like he'd pick me up in his car, just be like which a lot of people
Sick.
hate, but I love it, and I've been getting really into reggaeton again, like a lot. But I remember like, I fell in love with metal like freshman year of high school. It was like
It's the best time to do it.
yeah, it was like around. I took a trip to Brazil, and then the culture there around metal music is kind of showed me, and then I started listening to it when I came back, and then I started my first band like sophomore year. But I think it was like 7th grade. I had a crush on this girl who was emo, and she said, "Oh, I only date emo guys." So I was like, "Fuck! What? I guess I have to listen to emo music." But the only band I know is Maroon 5. Fuck. So then I went down the rap.
We love Maroon 5.
I love Maroon 5.
We were listening to them
I was
yesterday.
waiting to bring up. I have an opinion about
Songs
Maroon
About
5.
Songs
Jane.
About Jane is
Songs
really good.
About Jane.
Is
It's like some, in my opinion, like Maroon 5 is had one of those bands that had like a good first album, and then after that they got into something I wasn't so much a fan of.
yeah.
But like that first album wasn't just like Maroon 5's best album. It was also just like that's one of my favorite albums.
He gave me
ever.
like a whole like thing about
It's
it
so
yesterday.
good, dude.
I know.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like it's so good. I mean, I have not listened to many other Maroon 5 albums, but is there another one that sounds anything like that one?
I have
No, they're all fired.
I have songs about Jane. I have songs about Jane, and that is just a banger. And then I have Overexposed, which has like a lot of hits from like when we were like in like 5th grade. That has like Payphone. It has Daylight. But like that's when they at that point they're already like started morphing into like what they are now, which is just like pop rock. But that's not to say that Songs About Jane wasn't pop. I think it was.
Definitely had that.
Maybe just an older
influence
version
there.
of pop.
Yeah, I
Rock.
mean, when did that come out? Like 2002, 3?
Yeah, two.
Yeah, the year I was born that came out actually.
Yeah, I mean, what was going on at that time? Like
I was being
post
born.
grunge, like post grunge, and like there-
I think that album was the
so
only
like-
thing that
like-
happened that
yeah,
year.
Eminem.
Is it all the same members?
No,
now?
I
You
don't
know,
think so.
Because
Lose
there's
Yourself
dude, there's
came out on my birthday when I was born.
Really,
True
Wow.
story.
That's
It's bumping that shit
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Nice.
the guitar players on Songs About Jane, like they're so funky and fucking awesome.
You bring me up. Yeah, it's,
Spit me down,
That's a-
chew me up, spit me out.
that's just a good album. I mean, but no, I was like, I had a crush on this girl, and then I was just like, I I was like homework, okay. So I have to listen to Fall Out Boy. I have to listen to My Chemical Romance, and I have to listen to Panic at the Disco, and like Paramore, and I just I got into it, and I really liked it. And then I went to see, I always say this story. I went to see Panic at the Disco at concert, and this was when they released their Death of a Bachelor album.
When 2017 was when you went to go see it.
I think it was it was 2015. No.
So where at Viejas?
It was at the Sleep Train Center in Chula Vista.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was like 2015. They just released that album, and they killed it. And they were opening for another band that I hadn't even heard of at the time, and I thought they were lame. So like as soon as Panic at the Disco finished their set, I just left, and I didn't even finish the closing band. And then later I'd find out that was Weezer.
Yeah, okay. I did the same thing. I went to this exact show. I was a Panic fan. My dad was a Panic fan. My dad had seen Weezer before and was like, I don't like those guys. We don't got to stick around for this. Let's go. And
My
then years
parents didn't
later,
like
I
Weezer.
shelled out the money to see Weezer there. And I was like, I wish I
Dude,
had stayed
that's
for Weezer
hilarious.
years earlier.
That was their White Album tour, which I haven't listened to the White Album, but I hear it's not bad. I hear it's like, as compared to like their newer albums, it's like pretty
It's
good.
better than
I like the blue
Mexican
one.
Fender.
Dude, that's so weird. You guys both did that.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people I knew who went to that show
Absolutely.
did that. They showed up for Panic and they're like, "Fuck this, I'm getting out of
That
here
is
before
weird
Weezer
though,
hits the
because like
stage."
Weezer's, I guess, more popular and been around for longer. But
Yeah.
like,
Maybe not at that time.
Not at that time, and not for like people around our age, like ballpark
Definitely
wise.
not.
Like,
yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
what I'm
really-
saying. Like, why was Panic opening for that? That's that's
Dude,
classic. To
I
see
saw
a
the
show and then
Pixies
everyone
open for
leaves.
Weezer. It doesn't make sense.
He knows people, man. Fuck.
Guys, I saw this on Instagram, so it could be a total fabrication, but is the Sleazer tour a real thing?
What is that?
They were gonna do Slipknot and Weezer.
I think that's a fake.
I wish.
I think it's a farce.
That sounds fake.
They would.
I would like that.
Everybody needs to get off of Instagram because everything you see on there is a lie.
Slipknot's looked
This
into
is
the
a good way
camera
to
for
go.
that.
I'm telling you. There's
right.
some fucking shit
Instagram
on
sucks. Me and
Alright.
Joey were off of that shit for a while.
there. Nothing.
He still is.
nothing
Yeah,
you
you're,
see.
You're the only one on it, man.
I know, and I'm suffering. I need to get out. Everything you see, or no, nothing you see on Instagram is 100%
Everything
Yeah,
true.
you see is
absolutely.
not real.
Nothing you see is like,
I went- I
that's
went crazy earlier this summer, and I like deleted half my followers, made it all private. I was like, "Fuck this! You don't need to see me."
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get rid of Snapchat and Instagram.
I've been
It's
just
killing me.
Chronically like online. Like I feel like
It's an
just-
addiction.
It's killing me.
Yeah.
It's really killing me right now.
When I get home at night from work, sometimes I like start looking on Instagram, and I will be in there for 3 hours. Just
It's
in the middle
really
of the
bad.
night. in my fucking like all I have to do is go in and go to bed, and I'm just like I'll just sit in my car for 3 hours
Yeah,
instead,
it's-
scrolling at nothing.
It's bad. Like sometimes I'm so relieved to just be logged into this newsroom account because they don't have my algorithm like synced up 100%. So I don't really stick around there. And like I don't check my phone, and then when I'm on my account, it's like
It shows you
You
what
see?
you like.
With
It's
the
really
Dead
bad.
Rosetta one, I have the algorithm of 3 young men that
Dead
like
Rosetta
getting
one's
thrown at me,
fucked up.
and I'm
No.
like, "Wait a second, I need to get out of here."
My algorithm is not in there. It's all him.
It's all you.
Okay, wait, so what shows up on there? I feel like it's music stuff, an
just
occasional
Dave
surfing
Grohl.
video.
Yeah.
It's like Dave Grohl, girls and surfing.
Yeah, that's just him.
I just got
You just
exposed.
described Noah.
There you go. I mean, yeah. Oh shit! I had something pop into my mind. Oh yeah. I mean, you brought up Slipknot earlier. The one thing I can say about your music that, like you guys are definitely metal, and you have like a variety of metal influences that I can hear. But like you brought up Slipknot. That's one thing I don't hear in your music is any like new metal or any like of that Slipknot, or I would go as far to like definitely no new metal, but not like none of that like heavier like groove metal stuff. Like not even like a whole
Yeah.
lot of Pantera.
It's because we can't do it.
Is-
I love new metal. That's definitely a huge influence. I also agree with you that it doesn't really show through in our music,
Mhm.
but
I've always liked older metal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'd say more thrash metal.
That's
is-
why I say metalcore, because in the sense of like you guys, the metalcore I pick up on is like the tandem guitar parts.
Yeah.
Like I see between y'all,
Mhm.
and that's very like melodic. That'll like there'll be sections where you don't sing at all, and you just go back and forth on guitar. Like that's like very like Iron Maiden, then all the way up until like Bullet for My Valentine stuff.
Yeah.
But there's you guys don't do a whole lot of like explicit like build ups and like breakdowns and like half beat, just like groove, just like
Honestly, in terms of songwriting, I think it's kind of intimidating, some of those things. 'cause
Really?
It's like, I don't know. You want to do it right, but it's like, take breakdowns, for example, right? Like,
Sure.
it's been done a million fucking times, and it's like, how can I do this in a way that's new and different and stands out? I honestly haven't quite figured that out yet. So, it's
I'm of a similar belief.
it's just difficult, 'cause I don't know.
Well,
I
you-
always try to do things that are new.
you do it to a degree where it's like you'll punch a pre-chorus like really hard and just like really build it up and really just add layers to it, and then it won't build up to a breakdown, but it'll build up to like a third chorus, and then like you'll close out the song all crazy. That's something you guys do, and it's really good songwriting. But yeah, I noticed like because that's something like Gingsu does. They'll fucking just like break it down, and it's for me personally, and I think it's commonly like I think people would agree, like that kind of songwriting where it's just like the chuggy breakdown at the end is kind of easy to do.
It's very easy to do the same thing that everyone else has done.
Right.
But I don't want to do that.
So yeah, that's okay. That's like one thing I just picked up on. And Verum doesn't do that kind of stuff either, but they're like their own sort of like.
They do like a mathy version of it. It's kind of crazy.
They're in their own league entirely.
Yeah, I think their vocalist is named Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up to Darren and I was like, hey, I've been listening to a lot of Muse lately. Like I've been having Absolution in my car like for a long time now.
Same.
And I picked up on that on y'all, and then like out of nowhere he just like shows me his Absolution tattoo, and I like
Nailed it.
Yeah, I did. I was like, holy shit! How the fuck did I guess that? But yeah, dude, I mean,
No, they are really.
What's his
music.
tattoo? Is it the floating guy?
Mhm.
That's sick.
That's sick.
it's
a good idea.
it looks good too. It's not just like, is it this?
Yeah, but like, yeah, like that. Like if you zoom in on like the girl, it's not just like drawn. It looks like it was.
Looks like she's on money.
It actually looks like she was faxed or
It
something.
looks like there's some horizontal lines in there. Some
Yeah,
like,
you know, it's kind of weird. I don't know what's
that
going
would
on.
go
That'd
hard.
be
I
kind of
like
cool.
it.
Kind of like
But just
sci-fi,
like just
historical
just the
fiction.
girl, black and white. No.
I think that's a good one. That's a really good first
Yeah.
one. For me, I want to go all out, and I like for me personally, I don't want to get sticker tattoos. I just want to like do a full sleeve, but I don't think that's a good idea for my first thing. But
I'm
I don't.
really into like detailed artistic shit
Yeah.
like that too. Like if someone has like a crazy detailed image, I'm like, those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, I have a tattoo artist that my coworker gave me that. I just need to save up money, and I'm gonna hit him up.
Do you have any yet, or are you completely
No, I don't have-
virgin?
Yeah, I don't have any yet. I just want to, because the thing is like I want to wait till I can get like a full forearm sleeve.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that's a good idea. Just to
I
like
feel
Maybe
like
not as your
starting
first
with,
tattoo.
Like a half sleeve here is a better starting point. I don't know. I'm
Maybe.
just weird.
Or
about
just
it.
get part of it done. you
Yeah,
know?
I think I'm just gonna do it in sessions and just have that be like a
I mean, understandable. A whole sleeve is a pretty big commitment, you know?
not like a whole sleeve, but just from the elbow to my wrist.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
Would you
covering
like to
that.
see the dead Rosetta tattoo?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Would you like to hear the story of the Dead Rosetta
Yeah, you
tattoo
tell
while
it.
she
I'll
shows
strip while you tell it.
I think it
Classic.
was like the second show we ever did with this lineup, second or third. I think we said that if we sold out, we would all get our logo tattooed on us.
And you all have
So
that?
sick.
No,
No,
just her.
just her.
So yeah, that's the
so
thing.
so me and Noah.
I was
me
the
and Noah-
only one with enough balls to do it
You
that
were
day.
actually the only one.
That's pretty gnarly.
Wait, were you?
You
That's
were the
gonna-
one. You couldn't. You were
Yeah,
too
I-
young.
I
Me and
wasn't
Noah
18
wimped out,
yet.
and then she got it.
It
But-
looks good.
It's kind of great. The guy
like
who
the
did it
placement.
went crazy, so none of them can go back to the same guy. He like lost his mind, tattooed his like eyeballs. Bad news.
Killed
But,
several.
You got that
people.
limited edition.
right? Only one in the world.
Only one, yeah.
I like the placement a lot.
I know. I feel like this
I'm
is
gonna
pretty
get
good.
mine on my forehead.
Yeah, my
You
old
should.
my old bandmate, he wanted to get back in our first band, like matching tattoos of like our first single. Thank God I didn't do that. That would have aged horribly. That would have been.
What happened there?
The band fell out, so it's just like they would kind of just be there. I mean,
See, I used to be the reason I think I was scared of the Dead Rosetta tattoo is like, what if we break up and then
I think
nothing
about
happens?
that a lot too.
But it's
Yeah.
really like Isabel actually said this while like getting the tattoo. Like it's more about like just like
It's
at
that moment in
What
time.
happened?
it's
Yeah.
a memory.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was like
Yeah,
the
very
first
for that night we were a band and we sold out a show.
for the first
Good.
time ever. Like all of
Yeah.
us. Like it
And
was
we
fucking
important.
sick
haven't
tattoo.
since.
It's actually been all downhill.
It's never come that way.
I jinxed it.
well, how do you determine you sell out a show? Like
Like-
Soma keeps track of that.
It was Queen Bees.
And literally like
in-
at capacity.
In 2021.
Mm.
Yeah,
your
guys
first year
21.
playing.
Do you guys remember who we played with?
Yes, it was No Captives was one of them.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? We
Who
can
else?
pull up the thing.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Is
It
that
was
on our Instagram?
Sledges. I think it was Sledges'
Yes.
first
Sledges
show.
was there.
Mm-hmm.
And was it Pocho?
Yes, Pocho.
My sister was friends with their singer, I believe.
So you guys are a post-COVID band. 21 is when you started.
Yes
Sort of.
and no.
Your first show was the
This
was-
lineup, yeah, post COVID. But me and Noah have been in a band together
Dude, are you
since
sh-
like freshman year of high school. It's has morphed into this over time.
Are you sure we're a post-COVID band? That seems crazy.
No,
to me.
we played one gig pre-COVID.
Because I read that you guys
Whoa.
had your first show in 2021 at the what was it, the fucking shrimp
Played
fest?
a
yeah,
shrimp.
Play to Shrimp was the very first one.
I do remember actually, yeah, because that makes sense. Because I remember like there being no shows, and then there being people really excited about shows. Like it kind of was like a slingshot
COVID.
effect.
So that
thing.
played at Shrimp Fest. Was that the first show as like this lineup?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And
So-
and you changed the name with the lineup, or
We had changed the
Mm.
name in 2020. Before the last show we played before COVID, I believe we announced that we were changing it to Dead Rosetta.
Yeah, our first show right before COVID, my first show
Was
that
Battle
was
of
our
the Bands.
first Dead Rosetta show, and then in
Dead Rosetta at the
with the
Pine
name,
Avenue Community
yeah,
Center.
yeah.
Nice.
And then in summer 2021, at the end of May, was our first show with Isabel. So that was our first proper Dead Rosetta show. Is that summer?
And we played at the first Dead Rosetta show. Was that the first time we would played like the Wasted songs?
That was the first time we played Ego.
Yeah,
So wait,
back
so-
those-
No, we didn't have Ego.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
did?
That was the
It wasn't
kidding me.
released,
We did.
but
that
we
was,
played
yeah,
it.
we played Ego and
Max
Finesse.
played it
So
in
that
drop
was-
D on
I
his
played
shit.
it wrong.
the summer of 2021. So that was when we graduated. Yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So and what month?
What month was the show?
Yeah.
The show was on Labor Day, which was the end of May.
Yeah.
That
It was
was like
right before graduation.
That's like a week or two before like I played my first show.
Really?
Yeah, because me and they weren't going by the Rickety Cliffs at the time. They announced their first show Halloween 2 years ago, Halloween of 21. But before it was like
Bummer band.
yeah, it was like the proto. It was like the proto Rickety Cliffs. We did our first show with them
Oh, cool.
at that time.
Can I just say something real quick?
Mhm.
We have beef with Rickety Cliffs.
I heard about that.
Is this camera pointed at me?
Why
Yes,
would
it
you
is.
say that?
Reese, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Joey was saying he
Fuck
had
you,
beef
Reese.
with the Rickety Cliffs.
Yeah, they're
Fuck you,
just they're
bitch.
just I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Laid in.
This is
It's just
scaring
beef.
me.
Actually, can we move on? I don't even want to think about him.
Yeah, it's too
I don't wanna
I don't want to get too worked up.
Ask another question. I don't
Yeah,
even want
we
to fucking
don't
think about it.
we can settle this off camera. We don't have to bring it.
Oh no,
You're right, you're right.
We'll
It was
film
such
when
a-
it gets settled. We'll film it.
We'll do like a boxing match.
Yeah,
Those
I'll-
seem to be popular.
Like
I'll host
Elon
it.
Musk style boxing match.
Yeah.
I'll host it.
Did
I'll
that
do
ever
it.
happen? Is it gonna happen?
I don't think it happened.
Is that another fake Instagram thing?
I think they
Yes,
talked about
yes.
it. happening.
I'm gonna throw a snooze fest for our 1 year anniversary. We're gonna do all the scene boxing matches then. and
Oh, please invite us.
We'll have everyone fight. We'll have everyone duke it out.
Start
Did
training.
you ever go to the Raffle House? Rassle House?
Rassle
Yeah, I
House.
went to the Wrestle House.
How was that?
What was that like?
Ah, it sucked. I mean, like it was terrible. I mean, like
That's what I heard too.
I went there and I think I was like fucking a while ago. I saw like Kelp Beds and the Renters play that, and It was like they sounded good, but it was just like they played in like a
ring,
wrestling,
right?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a normal one. Like it was bouncy. Like the whole time they were just bouncing up and down on the thing.
That's kind of sick.
And you know what? I remember going to that show. I took.
You took me.
Did I take you,
Fuck
Andrew?
yeah, Andrew.
I took somebody. Was it? Did I take you? Because I remember someone took a shit and like.
Oh, that shit was so bad, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, I swear to God, someone shit their pants or like shit on the floor in the middle because the whole place smelled like shit, and like they kept trying to bring a mop and clean it, but like the whole fucking place smelled like shit. It was
Andrew, it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that sounds so
and then
god
we
awful
all
terrible.
walk outside. Like the show's still playing. Everybody walks outside, and then like it smells fine. 5 minutes later, the shit
so-
comes back.
it was horrible.
Round two.
So someone shit themselves.
I think someone did a little poop in their pants and didn't say anything, and it was like, no, I don't think the Rassel House has anything to do with that, but that's just my
They're
one
not
memory.
responsible for anybody shitting on the floor.
When you buy a ticket, it's like if you shit your pants and you're, dude, it's not our fault.
That was
You're
really,
not responsible for acts of
it was,
God.
it was bad. yeah.
Holy shit.
Andrew,
Well, fuck.
may I
I'll go
request that we play surf videos on this thing,
Yeah.
like in Islands restaurant?
Like the eyes, yeah.
Is that cool?
Dude, I
What
was
would I just
loving
look up?
Rocket League.
Pantera
Let's-
racism? Wait, back up.
You know that you've seen that
Back-
video.
no, no,
I was showing
I don't
Will
know what
that.
you're talking
I
You've
was
never
showing
seen that video?
No.
It's just
It's
on
bad.
Instagram.
I was showing Will that the other day, but like
Actually, I would prefer surfing with you.
I was showing Will that the other day because I'm a big fan of Pantera, but like in context, like they are very problematic.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the gnarliest pits that we saw them in Florida at this festival, and if you can imagine,
They're like reunion, like or not? They're like tribute tour that they
yeah,
recently
yeah,
did?
with Zach Wild.
Zach Wild.
But it's like Pantera's playing. All right, let's go see them, and just like the most hick redneck audience.
I can
like,
imagine.
Some people are racist.
Yeah,
And you still listen to their music.
you got to separate the artist from the
Dude,
the
one of the
art.
funniest things I have seen in the world is we went to go see
my God.
Metallica
Are you gonna talk about the
at
rugs?
SoFi. And SoFi is the biggest place you'll ever be in.
yeah,
And
the rugs.
Metallica has the massive O-shaped stage right in the center. And Pantera's opening for him. And so fucking like the lights come on, everyone goes, puts Pantera's amps, puts Pantera's drum set out, and then these two fucking dudes, they look like little ants in the middle. They walk out. It's like, this is the highest budget show you'll ever be in. It's like they should have some crazy shit. They fucking walk out and they plop this thing down on the stage. And they unroll it. And it's just a little tiny
so
black
small.
rug, like the size of this rug, Ron, and it just says
Pantera.
Pantera. and then the lights go down and they come out and they start playing, and they're just walking around on this tiny rug.
I don't think I'm visualizing it right. Wait,
It's really
It's just
fun.
like, well, like imagine a stage like, okay, so do you know like the Olympic indoor like track biking where
Of
it's
course.
indoor and they're like, it looks like a basketball court, but it's like a
I've
court.
seen like the shows Metallica plays where it's like they're literally like in the middle.
Yeah,
of
it's,
like
and
this,
it's in
like
a huge stadium. It's a football stadium.
Yeah,
yeah. It's so
I
that
swear to God, this size rug, your $200 rug right
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
it was this rug, but it was black. And then in white text, it said Pantera.
And they had like
on the
6
rug.
of them, and they just kind of put them in the
and
circle.
it just looked like they just looked like tiny little squares on like a runway or
it was
something.
pretty fucking funny.
But dude, they always open with New Level and fuck.
Was that New Level? No, that's not. New
I think
Level.
it's the one that I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While he was like digging his big toe into the rug.
Yeah, he was also so goddamn
barefoot as
shoeless.
fuck.
His
why they
dog
had
was
the
like,
rug.
And I swear to God, we saw him in Florida for Rockville, and then we saw him, and we saw him at I forgot. I keep forgetting you weren't at Metallica with us.
No.
But dude, I swear he was wearing the same exact outfit, like gym shorts with green pinstripes, but maybe a Pantera tank top and
shirt
barefoot.
cut into a muscle tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and-
No
Yeah.
shoes, no socks.
yeah.
Very
No
racist.
shoes, no socks.
Just
Racist as can be.
It's not the it's not the huge speeches he would take in between songs in the 90s. It's just the fact that he was barefoot on stage.
It was a racist outfit. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I don't care what he actually thinks.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so you guys have Jesus Christ, you guys are so busy. You have a show tonight. You went on one last night.
We're also doing this podcast.
You're doing this podcast, and
Which is
you're
extremely
This is
mentally
exhausting.
taxing.
yeah. And you're releasing music on the 31st, yeah?
No.
No.
Did you say?
Because I
You
read
read the
that.
thing?
I read the thing. I
No.
So what
God.
happened
Yes.
there is Max said the most blatant lies possible to that interviewer, and she took him seriously.
I forgot you did that.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Max is
I
I
was trying to,
remember
like-
us being like, yeah, tell her October 31st so that this way we'll just put pressure on ourselves. and
That's
make it
how I
happen.
felt about
That's
it.
what
Max
I
is going
thought, but it
promptly to hell after this interview.
didn't happen. I think Rickety Cliffs might have done a similar thing because they had to push their EP
Yeah, they-
release party.
No, we are
happens
absolutely
a lot.
not releasing music on.
No, you'll
on
get
Okay.
new
Tuesday.
music in like 4 years or something.
Yeah.
At
it'll-
this rate.
It'll be a couple decades.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that is scary. I'm afraid of the ocean. Who the fuck does that?
That's the only ocean you should be afraid of. Fucking
that looks
fuck.
awful.
Yeah, I did a magazine thing like a few months ago. I think that's coming out I haven't even checked it out. But I said on there like I did weekly episodes, and like I have not done weekly episodes in a long time. But
It's just fun to lie to
It's
someone
fun
that's
to-
asking you
we
questions.
do a little lying, do a little bit
It's
of,
when you know your answer will be published publicly.
Exactly. Okay, so
We're a band of liars.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Nothing's real.
Wow.
more than lying through our teeth, because
We often hang
Yeah.
out
Oh
with
shit, no,
a
you're
band
right.
of
Never mind.
thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no, I was about to say like this is like a hell of a weekend for y'all. You come back into town, back-to-back shows. It's your birthday. You do a podcast. You release music, and then you just go back in.
Honestly, it's been a great fucking weekend.
Yeah, I got my fucking accounting class on Monday, so
That's brutal.
I'm out of here.
What are you majoring in, by the way?
I am a business major. I'm majoring in entrepreneurship, minoring in marketing.
Mr.
So-
Businessman.
I
Yeah,
mean, we
Mr.
were talking
Business.
about other band members who go to school who chose to drop out of that. Has that ever crossed your mind? Or?
Dropping out?
Yeah.
No. Honestly,
Like, not seriously.
not seriously. I want to get a degree.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what I want. Well, I want to do this.
Yeah.
But
You want to sit in this room?
I want to do that too.
I'm living the life right now.
Right.
But
Same.
I like the idea of, you know, having a college degree. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way with my degree. Like, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. But
there's
like,
a lot
I know,
of learning that happens in college that's not in college,
You
if
see,
you know what I mean.
I do
gu-
know what you mean.
You guys are the ones with like the useful degrees. Every time I get asked what I want to do,
Dog,
with
what
my-
are you talking
with
about?
What-
my
what are you
English,
studying?
I'm an English major at SDSU.
Okay.
That's important. That's
Dude.
what we've been speaking the whole time.
Yeah, that you
I
want
was-
to talk
Arts
about
and
majors
letters.
that
I
Hey,
matter.
arts and letters. I'm a poli
I love
sci.
it.
It's,
But yeah, no, I was talking with Jesse last night from No Deal, and he was like, "Oh, you're going to school? What are you getting?" And I'm like, "An English degree." And he just stops and he's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with that?" And I was like, "Thank you, Jesse."
straight up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, what's he majoring in?
Nothing yet.
Exactly.
Love
Question,
him though. This
though.
is not shade at Jesse. We love Jesse.
Fuck
Jesse's
you, Jesse.
great. Jesse's awesome.
What the fuck are you gonna do with it?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to law school after this.
You have to.
that's kind of like
That's
the
kind
art.
of the only thing to do.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat as you, where I'm like considering law school, and then, because I went into college like let's go to law school, and then I was like, no, I don't want to do it.
Not to hop on the bandwagon, but I am also considering law school.
There we
Max
go.
and I are gonna study for the LSAT together.
We are.
I'm not
I would
studying.
never hire you guys as my
Yeah, me
lawyer.
neither. I honestly wouldn't.
I'm not studying for the LSAT till after college. Like I don't think it's. I
Take
think
your
it's
time, you know.
I think it's crazy how some people are like studying for it now and they're ready to go to law school like after 4 years of college.
Fucking try hard.
It's
Pisses me
crazy.
off.
I mean, like, okay, if you have it in, you do it. Like, I don't give a shit. But like, I am like in the shit right now, just trying
Yeah.
to get through my third year. Like, after my fourth year, like, I am done with
Taking
this.
a break.
Dude, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm on my 4th year. I'm a super junior. It's, it's exhausting.
Yeah, dude, it's and I don't want to do a fifth year. I really, really, really don't.
Understandable. I didn't want to either.
But like I'm like if I fail like one class, like that's a fifth year.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way it is. And right now my hardest class is music theory. That shit sucks.
Why?
Music theory is dumb.
It's
I hate it.
really difficult.
Really?
Yeah, like the entry one is easy, and then you start learning about like cadences and like counterpoint, and then it gets
There's a reason that we play the instruments that we play. There's not a whole lot of music theory.
You mean
involved.
instead of ones with like little wooden
Yeah, bro. You won't catch me playing the cello.
cello?
I don't know who said guitars can't play music theory. I just listened to Perpetual Burn by Jason Becker last night on the way back home. That shit, if you haven't listened to it. It's
That
like-
sounds too complicated.
Well, it's really good. And also, I was really surprised. You said that your roots are like in like the Doors and stuff, and that's super bluesy. And I don't really consider you like a bluesy guitar player.
Okay, my roots are not in the Doors.
No.
Noah just said that.
Yeah.
I just know you like the Doors. But
I
you
do like
said-
the
you
Doors. I
said
like a
your
lot of
first-
things.
What did you say your first?
The first musical experience was the Strokes. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
Strokes,
think when
stroking
I
it to the Strokes.
Kinky.
In the back of your car when
When
you were
I-
4.
Why?
Thank you.
What Joey says, just what Joey said.
Words in my
Exactly what I
mouth.
was
This
saying.
whole- now everybody gets
This whole
his
show
joke.
has just been like, you said this, you said that. It's
This
just,
is what
Finally.
it is like for us.
This is
is
what
great.
we do. But
Yeah.
I honestly, when I got into music, my roots were blues.
Mhm.
So that's that's what I do.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
He do blues.
Wait, but he just said he doesn't.
Yeah,
think you are
I
a
didn't really,
bluesy
I don't really
guitarist.
hear a lot of blues in your Dead Rosetta guitar playing. I feel like I hear a lot more melodic stuff. Like I feel like the songs are very, they use a lot of traditional like minor progressions.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like, you would just harmonize with that and just kind of create like your own melody over top of that with your solos. Like I don't hear a lot of like blues.
Well, blues is what I do, in my free time.
Mhm.
It doesn't cross over a whole lot.
It's your hobby.
Right.
I play.
I think
I
we see
play a
that
lot
with
of
a lot
blues.
of us. Like we have very different musical influences that don't affect.
Oh,
the band.
absolutely.
I've been playing
Like
in a blues
Noah's
band.
in a blues band.
Noah's
Like
in a
Noah's
blues
a
band.
drummer of a blues band.
I'm a sub. I'm the backup. This
Yeah, you are.
This blues band is such a big deal. They
You
have
play
a backup
drums?
drummer that's always on call, and it's me.
Important.
That
He's
sounds
the
like fun.
understudy.
He's the old Dead Rosetta drummer.
Was he really?
I'd sing too. Still, Jackson would also sing. There was songs he would sing, and then I would sing some of them. But I played the drums.
when you had the hair of Jesus.
There's videos of me playing the drums and singing on our Instagram.
You were
Like earlier in there.
That's really impressive. Like drums and singing is just.
I've never found it that hard. Most people say it like seems hard,
like Phil Collins.
but I don't find it that
And the
hard.
Eagles.
Because you're like, I don't know, you're playing the rhythm, so. You
But
can
you're
just
not
sing
always
the-
playing. Well, you're not singing the rhythm. Like
True. I mean, like, but you're always like, you're always singing on
You're like,
some,
hey, babe, I love you.
but like the singing is just, it's always, it's almost always in time and landing on beats, just maybe not the same ones you're playing drums, but it's kind of all the same if you just.
that's impressive for sure. And you play drums for Migraine.
I do now because their drummer went to school for the fall, but I'm kind of just filling in for them. But I'm just good friends with those guys.
Yeah, it's sick. I've only heard them I think once or twice, but I hear a lot of good things about them.
They're
I
very
love
bad.
them.
Yeah. Where are we at time,
Bad.
Andrew?
Hour 15.
Hour 15. Okay. I have a question. Since you don't got to stay out of town to Chico.
Yeah.
Have you guys done a show as Dead Rosetta in Chico?
Not yet. It's definitely something that we've considered. It's just a lot of moving parts. Getting all them up there.
Have you guys
But
done a tour?
Not done a tour yet. That is also something that we would like to do at some point. It's just a matter of finding the right time.
We also have very few fans.
Yeah, that's also true. But it's one of those things where
Well, very few fans like outside of San Diego.
Generally.
no, just in general, everyone hates us. But I do think it's something that we will do in the future. It's just a matter of right time and figuring things out.
Obtaining a large vehicle.
And
Yeah.
a shit ton of money.
Large vehicle.
Yeah.
Lots of food.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Not even a shit ton of money. Mainly just.
Resources.
Yeah.
I mean, you
or-
could budget it out. I mean, like.
Yeah, maybe just someone who can book it for us is what we're looking
We
for.
need someone to do all the hard work because
Right.
we're too dumb and too lazy to do that.
Like,
shit.
This is the laziest band.
No.
Yeah,
We're,
that's seriously.
we're very entitled.
We
I've
play
talked-
a lot of shows, and it's and we get offered a lot of shows, and we're very grateful for that because we haven't had to book a show for ourselves in a long time.
It's been years.
And so we play shows whenever the fuck we can.
We
but
need
we
people
don't
to
do
tell us where to go.
very
and what
much
to
of
do.
anything else.
But
Some of us are very busy too.
so it's like the furthest show you've done, like L.A.
Yeah.
L.A. show.
Hollywood.
Okay. So
That was fun.
That was fun.
and then how was the turnout there in L.A.? 'Cause that's-
Non-existent, but it was circumstantial, and again, all our fans are here.
yeah.
Yeah, and you
So
just
it's-
gotta dip your toes in the water in the other places.
Mhm.
Of course, not a big.
But I mean, there
As
was a
often as you
point where we
can.
had no fans here too, right? So it's just a matter of, putting in the work.
Yeah, I had Gingsu on, and they were talking about their experience with touring because they're planning on doing one. And recently they played in New York, and like they were telling me like about the mindset of just
Do you know how they got there?
Probably plane.
Quinn. I think Quinn was telling me like they just got hit up for like I think it's like a metal festival going on there, and then they have like a kind of like a pretty decent like online presence, and I think they just got hit up for something, or either that or like they knew one of the bands playing.
Oh,
it.
cool. Because I heard about that too, and I was like, shit, that's random.
Yeah, that's.
That's cool as fuck, though.
But I think you guys would have really similar success to Gingsu, where it's like just touring. I think that's something. I mean, it's definitely every band thinks of it, and I think that's like something you guys definitely want to do and probably will do pretty soon.
and should.
Sounds
I think
fun.
I think a tour would do us good.
it's just logistics,
Yeah, it's
Logistics,
always
yeah.
School and work and.
Yeah.
You'd have to do it in the summer, and you'd have to be like just like an easy West Coast where it's just like do like 2 shows in San Diego. You can do them 2 to start, maybe 1 to start, and then 1 to end. You
Oh,
could do-
fuck that! I want to go to Denmark.
You want to go to Denmark?
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck it. Let's go to Europe.
What's in
Yeah.
Denmark?
I mean,
I think
Blank
we-
Space
I
just
think-
did that.
I've got some connections in
I think
Amsterdam.
we will be. Wait, Blank Space went to Europe.
Yeah, they went to Germany
For how long?
3 weeks.
That's fucking
Well,
awesome.
they went to Oktoberfest, is what they did. To clarify.
Oktoberfest in
shows.
September, but
Yeah, but like, I think any tour. I think we would just. I think we do well on tour because I think
so,
there's
too.
definitely we're not so niche. Like I think a lot of people can like us. So
Yeah,
I think everyone. There'll be somebody in some
Broad.
town.
We're
you know,
very
like-
mainstream.
And there seems to be a lot of people that like. There's like there's always like the small group of people that's like extra passionate about you, and those people
Like
are
your
special.
mom and dad?
they're pretty
Specifically,
passionate.
the ones that are not your mom and dad, like people that come to like this one girl. I feel terrible for forgetting her name.
Africa.
Yes, the one that takes a picture with
How
us.
could you forget
after
that
every
name?
single? Oh, I was thinking of somebody else. There's another, but
Oh.
yeah, Africa comes and takes a picture for this after every fucking show.
Yeah, she's been at every show. for the
We didn't
past,
see her
like-
last night, and that was kind of tragic.
Yes, we
there.
did.
She was there.
I didn't see her last night. And that
She
was
must not
tragic.
like
That was
you
tragic
anymore.
for me.
She's here for me and Max.
Aw.
No, I love
She
Africa.
gave
She's
Max a
great.
birthday present.
She
But there
gave
was,
Max
I'm-
a very nice.
It was a
birthday
guitar
present.
strap, and I'm using it tonight. It is the coolest
She'll be there tonight
guitar
too.
strap ever.
Shout
Are
out
you fucking
Africa.
kidding?
It's
Shout
so
out
great to have
Africa.
like diehard fans.
Dude,
Like,
It's
That's
nice.
awesome. That's
You meet a
amazing.
lot of really cool people.
Yeah.
Because it's not like like you have the bands that like big bands that you love, and it's like, well, you can never, you're not going to become friends with them, but
Yeah,
like
you're not
people
kicking
come
it
up.
with Metallica.
People come up and talk to us, and it's nice to meet people.
Right.
Because you already have something in common. You like similar.
You like
music.
yourself.
You like yourself.
Yeah.
So it's nice, and I think, at least for me, I've met a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
So
There was someone else that said she moved here from I think New York, and she said we were the first live band she
Virginia.
ever saw. Virginia from New York.
yeah, I remember her. No,
She-
it was Virginia.
She was from Virginia.
I was gonna
She's
say
from New York. Her name's Virginia.
No,
there's too many places.
said
But you said
Which
her
one?
name was
Places.
Virginia.
she's from Virginia.
From Virginia.
okay.
Okay. I
Her
forget-
name is New York.
No, I forget her name, dude. She oh god. I remembered it for a long time.
It's in the vlog.
But she's like, you guys are like the first live band I ever saw, and it's just fucking. She just loved us. And so then she said she went, and then the reason she said hi is because she was going back to Virginia, and she was like, I've been to every show you guys have played since the first one I saw.
That's more than me. That's crazy.
Is she the one who gave us rocks?
Yes.
Birthstones.
They're minerals.
I still
I
use
still have
those.
mine.
Yeah.
Just for the guys.
I just.
She didn't give you a rock?
No, dude, they don't like me as
No,
much.
I thought she gave me like 4 of them, and
No,
then
she
I thought
gave Noah
I,
4
and then I
rocks.
thought I distributed them.
Did you lose your rock?
I didn't lose a rock.
I use mine every day.
You use yours. You pray to it.
Wait, you don't use yours?
What are you doing with this rock?
But yeah, I see you guys having so much success, like starting San Diego, LA, and then do something in like Slow, then do something in like I don't know. You could Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara,
Yeah.
and go to
Denmark.
There's
Go to the
6-year-olds
Bay,
smoking
then
cigarettes
I
there.
know, right?
do
I don't
Chico,
want
come down. Yeah, and like Ginksy was saying, like the best way to do it is like almost like look at it as like an exchange program where like other bands from those areas, when they come down and play, like talk to them, get to know them, and then that way when it's like your turn to go to their town,
That's smart.
yeah, you just do it like that. So like you help them out and introduce them to like your scene here, and then they do the same.
Because everyone knows we have the best scene. Everyone comes here because we're the greatest.
This is the only scene I've ever known. I've never traveled around and seen how it is other places. I just assume like ours is good, but I don't know. I hear LA's like a totally different vibe.
I've got some frustrations with the scene around here,
Air them out.
but
like a voice?
not so much though with like.
This might be your first redacted content.
We already have,
I've got some.
we've already got
It's
so
like-
much redacted today so far already.
We
with-
do.
I
Yeah,
mean,
sorry, is that normal?
I thought we were being.
It's not like
good.
abnormal. It's not like,
It's. I
it's
mean,
just how it
honestly,
goes.
the local scene itself is pretty impressive. Like the number of shows and the number of people that, go out to them. There's a real problem
Like 20.
there's a real problem with the local scene like being accepted by the rest of San Diego. Like it's just like the high schoolers and the young college kids, and
You
they
mean
go to,
old people?
and they go to the DIY. No, well, if you talk about young people right now, but like they go to the DIY shows or the Humble Heart shows. The biggest venue we can get is Soma,
Yes.
and then the guys that are really good and work really hard get on like opening bills at the observatory and shit like that.
Like Music Box.
Yeah, but there's no the city of San Diego, the majority of the residents don't have they don't have an appreciation for that local music.
Most of the census.
It's like
Disconnect.
yeah, and so like I've been to other places where you'll see local, you'll see people like seeking out local music that aren't just edgy young people.
So are you saying that like San Diego, the majority of San Diego just doesn't care?
Yeah,
He's saying the old.
I'm saying more like
adults.
the industries, the bigger music industries in San Diego are uninterested in local
That's
music.
well, they're uninterested
Yeah.
in art. type
They
of
like
local
Jack
music.
Johnson.
well,
I
it
like
makes
Jack
sense. I mean, like
Me too.
the majority demographic that this scene pulls is, like you said, younger people, probably like the 16 to like 22 demographic, and that's just not where the money is,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it's true.
So bigger venues just don't really want to invest in that. This scene is kind of supposed to be sort of like the ground level where it's like everyone's the same age, everyone's kind of like, a lot of the bands are like, the difference between the crowd and the bands is like it's like the least compared to like anything else. Like it's so easy for like anyone in the crowd to be in a band, and like the crowd or the people in the band just to be like watching shows, where that separation becomes a lot more apparent when you enter those like upper tiers.
That's true. Not
But-
as intimate.
But I don't know. I mean,
Well, there's also
I like how intimate it is.
No, yeah, me too. I like that you can just like.
And I feel like
be moshing and then go on stage.
and I feel like the
Like,
bands
Everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
and I feel
It's
like the
sick.
bands that excel can then like do what you said, like open at like the observatory
Mhm.
and then do these other things, because like the music we do play isn't mainstream anymore. That's just the reality of things.
True. yeah.
Unfortunately.
Man, I don't give a shit. I just want to play music.
Right.
Mhm. The other thing too is
Classic.
like in terms of like a lot of towns will have like you can pop up anywhere. The cops won't bother you. There's no sound ordinances.
Where
There's
are you
no-
going?
there's Dude, Seattle, Buffalo, New York, fucking Chico, fucking.
You're on a
Singapore.
Buffalo train.
When did you
today.
go to
What's
Chico?
going on?
I've never even been to Buffalo, New York.
I've
just
been, and I got
Are you
chased by a
talking about
meth head.
John
Like, yeah,
Haas?
so
Talking out of his ass.
John Haas, one
He
of the
plays
greatest.
upright bass in Buffalo.
And guess what?
The cops don't bother him.
He's got friends in New York that don't have second jobs. They're just musicians. You know anybody in San Diego that can do that shit?
Hell
Like
no.
they live in Buffalo. They don't tour. They just perform in Buffalo, playing the saxophone or whatever the fuck they play, and they make a fucking living out there.
That's
should
cool.
go.
I'm gonna segue. I have to piss so bad.
Yeah.
Go piss. But
Go-
my
go-
dad's blues band is like 6 dudes and a good fucking blues
Bathroom's
band.
just
they
Just
get
like
something.
first door to the right.
They get something like, you know, maybe $500 for the whole band to play at a bar for like. They want you to play for 3 hours and you can take one break.
Well, that, is your dad's blues band all original or do they do covers?
It's all covers.
It's all covers. Well,
They're a
that's
cover
different.
band.
Cover bands. Sorry.
But yeah, I know. I've slipped into just like trying to get paid as a local dude.
Yeah, if you want to do cover bands, it's easy to get booked at like bars. Like Coyote Bar and Grill is one of them, and play covers for 3 hours. It's like a different beast.
It's a totally different.
Convincing people to listen to music that
One
they already
time-
like and know, so much easier. than
Yeah.
One time I
original
was
music.
up on the little balcony that is behind where the band plays at the Coyote. You know what I'm talking about? How you can see from the overlook
Yes.
and the back of the band, you see their whole setup. And it was like a cover band going on. There's like 50-year-old dudes. They're playing like a Fleetwood Mac song or something. And I was walking up behind them, and then I saw on their laptop they had auto-tune like wide open, and I could see it fucking moving, pitch correcting while he was singing.
Live
Diego.
auto tune.
Yeah, he had his computer there plugged into the mic.
Dude, I've played with a band with live auto-tune like on Ableton.
Yeah,
It's such a bitch.
it's
I don't think it's that
fucking hilarious.
I don't know. My thing with auto tune is kind of, I like it. I think it's great. As a singer, I fucking love it. I mean, I like sometimes I'll be talking and in my prior recordings as like a singer, I would be like, oh yeah, like I'm very open. Like, yeah, I use auto tune. I auto tune the shit out of it. And people are like, what? You don't sing for real? And it's like, well, no, it just sounds better with auto tune. I don't know.
It does.
Yeah, it
it
sounds-
sounds way better.
It sounds way better. And don't you, you touch up everything else. Why don't you touch up the voice?
Don't you want it to sound good?
to service the song? Yeah.
That's like the most cliche thing now on the internet. There's like a video. It's like, did you know all your favorite singers use auto-tune?
It's like, yeah, of course they fucking do.
It's like,
It's great.
It's like, what?
there's no way.
You auto tune your voice?
No, I'm pretty strict against. I don't want to auto tune my voice.
But why
'Cause-
is that?
Our
Just-
next song is gonna be like some Kanye shit.
I don't know. I like. It's interesting. I'm starting to think of it now of just like of it just sounding crispier, but I do like. I'd rather just hear my voice.
Well, when you're a good singer, which I think you are, and you're pretty on pitch, the auto tune is just like it'll just take it from like 90 to 100. It's just like that little, like that little fix, and you don't even hear it. You hear it when singers are terrible and they're like a half step off of every note, and then it's just like you hear like the bends and stuff. But like if you do it right, you it's just if you're like 20 cents flat, it just like gets you there. And it's-
Yeah.
It just gets rid of that dissonance that you like.
Sometimes you just need to get there.
I'm pretty obsessive and perfectionist with like about hitting notes.
Absolutely.
Like I want to be able to like hit the notes.
You hit a
perfectly
really high note last night.
without auto tune. That was I've never done that before.
Hey man,
that was,
you hit a
that,
really high note last night.
that was like
What
a
song was that on? I
spur of the
couldn't hear.
moment. That was Spider. I turned into a bird.
Oh,
Like that was a
Yeah.
really
the-
strong
the
falsetto.
Radiohead
Thanks.
thing.
My falsetto is my favorite voice.
Wait, you
Me
mean
too.
Most of the
it's
shit.
my favorite Noah voice.
You mean
too.
the thing
Thank
at the
you.
end, the
Well-
spider?
Yeah. I went instead of screaming, I went
Yeah.
or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
I love Reckoner by Radiohead. That was a real influential song for me. But most of the fucking Dead Rosetta shit is like out of my range. Unless I'm on stage and pumped full of adrenaline, then I can hit that
I don't
shit.
know what it is. It's like
Can't hit it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Ever. Like
it's like every time I go to a show and I'm moshing, it's like fuck. I wish I could record right now vocals. It's like I can sing like 3 whole notes above my range, just because of how pumped I am. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know how to replicate that like at home. If I just need to jump around and listen to music or
Sounds like we need to start doing coke.
Yeah, that.
We tried.
Start.
Me and beer were like we did like do like drink a beer or before and like drink a beer. That worked. Pretty
We've
well
tried
one time.
every substance.
No, we've only tried beer and weed.
Oh,
We would give you
I'm
cotton
sorry, I
mouth.
didn't give you any.
Those are the only.
We would give you
substances.
cotton mouth. If you drink too much, you run the risk of like slurring your words. Everything else, like Coke, you put that in your nose, and then that obstructs your breathing. You don't want to do that. Like,
And it tastes funny.
yeah, and it's just like anything. You're better off just doing adrenaline. Just like maybe just like an
Damn.
EpiPen. Just
That would be
Go to
good.
the hospital.
Yeah, adrenaline is your fucking friend in every circumstance.
maybe like while you're sober and just completely awake, just like hit a Narcan and just see what happens there. Just like
I got the EpiPen and the Narcan.
yeah,
Dude,
there
I
you
have
go.
a lot
Coke
of
Zero's
Narcan.
getting to me.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, what was I gonna say?
What are you allergic to?
Hmm?
You've got the EpiPen?
His brother.
Oh.
It's to use on my brother.
I'm
Got
allergic
it.
to them.
Check
My
out
brother's addicted to EpiPens.
It's like
Shout out
that's why.
Landon
It's
like your
Miller.
brother's not
Local
even a
rap
wrong brother.
artist Landon Miller,
like he's-
addicted to EpiPens.
I can
No,
get addicted
no,
to
no.
an EpiPen.
he's not even allergic to anything. You just like have him, and like in the middle of the night, you're just like, "This is gonna be so funny." You just
Yeah. and then he's just pumped the rest of the night.
It's like, why do you have those EpiPens? It's like, no,
For fun,
they're-
bitch.
Dude, am I the only one that can fall asleep on a cup of coffee?
no.
No,
I
this
can-
is very normal.
Fall asleep on it?
Yeah, on top of the Starbucks cup. Yeah, you even notice it's there. It's like Princess and the Pea. My sister wasn't Princess the Pea, and she was the pea, and she had a.
What an unfortunate
No, but
role
she
to
had a
have.
very influential musical number in it. She was great.
Was she in like
Great
a
singer.
big green
Doesn't the
sphere?
pee like it's just under a like
It's
a
under the
mattress?
bed, so it was just like it was like it
So
was,
she just like squished.
it was like a like they built the stage people built just like or painted rather just like a wooden thing to what looked like beds, and then they cut a hole in the board in between one of the beds, and then she just shoved her head in it. And, and so it was just her head like
Was
Was
it
her-
like painted
was her head
green?
painted
They
green?
couldn't have used a prop
yeah,
for
painted
that.
green, and she would just like she sung from here, like she was just like
She had a song.
Wow.
Okay, I thought that she just sat there. They gave her a song.
no, the P was a character in this
What does
movie.
the P do?
Or in
And
this
your-
in
your
this part.
I
parents-
wasn't aware.
Sorry,
that Princess
that
and the
was
Pea
cl-
was
that
a
was
musical.
yeah.
Your,
That
your
yeah,
parents
that
are in
wasn't
the crowd
obvious.
like,
What's the story? Like, why is the pee in the mattress?
It was like
It's only
Couldn't
like
hold
women
it.
of like high class could like feel a pea buried beneath like 10, 20 mattresses, and it was to know that she was a woman of worth.
That's
And
what it was.
That's what it was.
I
know
still
what?
use
It was a
that
test
one.
to see if she was truly highborn.
I honestly, well, I thought it wasn't he trying to? Well,
He's trying to hit.
okay, that's the
She-
first
she
time
was
I've
trying
ever
to-
heard that. But wouldn't it make more sense if the king was trying to like find him like a not noble woman? I feel like that's more.
No, I
A
feel like it
baddie?
was to make sure she was actually
A woman of the
princess.
streets.
I feel like the more popular story today would be like he didn't want the classy
Yeah,
stucker. He
but
wanted a country gal.
It's not the story of today.
So that's the first time I ever heard the moral of that story in my entire life.
So guys got to be over 6 feet tall, and for girls, you have to be able to
You have to
Feel
feel
a
a
pea.
pee.
pass the pee test. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Tiny
that
pee test.
levels the playing field.
I can feel the pee.
Joey can pee, stop peeing, go eat breakfast, and then pee again.
How'd you know
What?
that?
No, like in
How did
like
you
the same.
discover that?
Like he
Like,
told me.
Cuts off the stream?
Yes, you can stop mid fucking stream.
Yeah.
No,
The
you
whole- like,
can't. Can you?
That's true.
I almost want to fucking see you do it because I could
I'll show
never,
you.
ever,
I will
ever.
show
It's
you. I
impossible.
really can do
I
it.
think it's a muscle you have that nobody else has.
It's an evolutionary like artifact.
So
I
in
could
100
do
in a-
it, but
in
it'll be
100
very
years-
painful.
That is a good like they say humans are still evolving. That's a good like 21st century.
My kids
evolution.
will get- will
you're-
receive
You
that.
only get 10 seconds to pee at work
Yeah,
because
like-
you're on that grind.
Maybe it's
Humans just want to be able to pee, stop, and pick it up again later. It's
maybe it's
efficient.
like a vestigial
not
trait.
practical.
Like
Yeah,
gills.
exactly. Like my tailbone.
Yeah, like just like that. Do you guys do covers? I don't think I've ever seen you guys do a cover.
Oh, yes,
We
Do some
do.
covers.
So usually we'll do like one a show. We didn't do any last night.
Did you guys do any That Good Omen show I saw you?
Probably.
Yeah, I
We
think we
probably
did
played
we
zero.
we famously
yeah.
play zero, but
We have a couple
Oh,
that
you
we
did do
rotate.
zero. That's right. You did do zero.
We do
That's the one we do
zero.
most.
We really like to do "I'm Not Invisible" by Rocket from the Crypt.
My Own Summer by Deftones appeared a lot.
That's a fun one.
That's
Our
only fun to
first-
do with Carlos or Owen. I don't think we've done it with Carlos, but we did it with Owen.
We did Hide with Carlos.
Oh, and
That
then
was
Joey just goes.
fucking
Boom, 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 boom. What a good drum opening for a song.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Iconic.
iconic. Yeah, that's a good one.
Like our first like cover that we like did, I think was Scotty Doesn't Know
Scotty
by
Doesn't Know.
Lestra. Summer 21. That was like the
Do you
big
know
one.
that song?
No.
It was on TikTok for a little bit. Who
We-
wants to sing it?
Noah, you should sing Scotty Doesn't Know right
Let me
now.
remember it.
You might recognize it.
Can't believe she's so trusting.
No, the part everyone knows. It's a Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in the van every Sunday.
She tells him she's
Do you know
at
that shit?
church, but she doesn't
I'm sorry.
go. Still, she's on her
Listen to it
knees,
after and then picture us playing it and laugh in your own mind about it. Because
I'd rather just see you play.
Hey,
I
should
don't
we
know if
play
we'll
it
ever
tonight?
play it again.
Who else is playing with y'all tonight?
We got Erratic Impulse,
We've got Audrey in the sound gallery.
Resider.
I think that's it.
It's a good lineup.
There might be one more.
We get to
Um,
see
Dude,
we got
I-
John on the motherfucking sound.
I love
Just shout
Humble
out
Heart.
John Humbleheart.
John
and
Humbleheart.
Christina.
Yeah, Humble
Nicest people.
They're so nice and they're so good about like how they set up their shows.
They
with
deserve
four
everything
bands
Beast
in the
tops.
world.
We always sound the best in Humble. Like it blows. Like it's funny. To the two best places we think we sound good live is the Che Cafe and Humble Heart.
You know what I'm gonna do now that I'm 21 and I
Yeah.
have this power? I'm going to buy them a fancy bottle of wine. Hopefully they like wine.
Yeah.
As a show of my appreciation for all the great things that they do for
What
us.
kind of wine?
It's a
are you
good
thinking?
idea.
I don't know. I'm not actually a wine guy myself. Maybe some white shit. They make white ones, right?
Yeah, you got Chardonnay,
Hey,
Sauvignon
get
Blanc.
get them an
What was I-
orange wine.
The more I
Pinot
can't,
Grigio.
yeah. If I can't say it, it's got to be good.
Pinot Gruyog.
That's how I say it.
They
Find-
love it. They love
Find
that
an
shit.
orange wine because either if they haven't had it before.
What's
they'll
the
be
one
like,
that
"Oh my
sounds like
God, this is
Cabernet?"
what? This is cool.
Cabernet.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Sauvignon
Orange wine is
Cabernet. You
good.
can, I mean, Bordeaux is not bad. You can get the Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. That one's great. Bordeaux is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know though. Oh god.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yeah, oh fuck, I forgot the line. Yes, the one who lives on Drury Lane.
He's dead.
He's dead.
What a way to break the news.
That's so sad.
Dude, fucking Matthew Perry, now the Muffin Man.
Shit.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
I know.
bro.
Last
I
night
know.
was wrought with death.
It was sad.
He died in his hot tub.
He drowned.
Drowned.
Yeah, but you don't just.
How do you drown in
Surely
a
something
hot tub?
else was going on.
Either
Probably.
like substance.
Oh, hot tubs are
Sadness.
dangerous. They're so
You
dangerous.
could have
Like,
fallen asleep.
dude, I haven't blacked out in a long time. But like,
That's probably good.
but a month ago, I was just casually drinking, but I was in a hot tub and just blacked out and just woke up in my bed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. When you're in a hot tub,
That's
the
bad.
alcohol. I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Scientific, but you feel way.
It's because the heat. Actually, I have no
Does it
word
keep
to
you
go
like?
with.
Is it like the heat dehydrates you? It like.
I think the heat dehydrates you, and also, you know how drinking warm beer gets you drunk faster? The closer
No.
the alcohol is to your actual body temperature, the quicker you metabolize it and take it into your blood.
Science.
So I'm just like drinking rum in a hot tub and then I just wake up.
Well,
in my
yeah,
bed.
it makes sense.
I was just
fucking
thinking it's
scary.
if you do
Scary
two
as
things
fuck.
that make you feel nice at once, it cancels out.
I've never like truly blacked out like that.
That's good.
I've
Neither have I.
I've not remembered like small
Small details.
like small little pieces of time like
I
2
remember
minutes.
Irrelevant
everything. I
things.
just, it's so, like, I wish I would black out instead. Once I was so drunk, I went to go make popcorn, and I put it in the microwave for 20 minutes, and it didn't occur to me. And I took it out, and my house smelled like burnt popcorn for, like, the next day.
I feel like
That's
we're
like-
I
making
wish I
a
didn't
bad
remember
choice.
that.
Just keep it there for the full 20 minutes.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, they'll just stop it when it's done, and then I didn't.
That's what the popcorn button is for, I guess.
Everyone's gonna think we're just like the biggest.
we're just children. 4 of them.
Yeah, that's how you fucking party hard, is burning the popcorn.
Yeah, blacking out's not fun, but I did it a lot because I didn't drink at all in high school, and then I moved into the dorms at SDSU, and then I learned to drink there, and I didn't like. It was just like.
I learned to drink from a functional alcoholic Marine, which is the worst place to learn to drink.
Or the best, because then you're like, I got this shit.
I like, it's so hard. Like, maybe I need to drink slower, but like, I just drink until I throw up, and I still fucking remember anything. Like, remember everything.
Do you remember vomiting?
I think the
Like,
trick
there-
is
there have
to
been times
drink
when, like-
after you throw up.
Drink
That's
to throw
something-
up.
that's what annoys me.
That's
No.
Because I was like, there's times when like I'm like drinking and like many drinks in, I'm like I'm drunk as fuck, but I want to be more drunk, and then I throw up, and I'm like, well, fuck.
No, I'm not drunk at all.
I'm not even drunk. Why am I throwing up? And then, I guess
Yeah.
I should drink after I throw up.
Yeah. Because then there's nothing left.
Because I want to black out. I really do.
You want to?
You want to?
No, not really.
It's-
It sounds scary and like you'd wake
Have
up just
you-
full of
have you
anxiety,
puked?
like fucking.
No,
From
I'm not
drinking?
puked. I just make bad decisions and remember them all. I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to live with what I did the next
Yeah.
morning.
It's just a very surreal feeling. It's the best thing you can compare it to is like when you die in GTA and just wake up at the hospital. That's what it's like.
Wasted.
I get frustrated too when people say like really stupid shit they don't mean when they're drunk, because I just would never.
I love you.
I never do that. When I'm drunk, I say shit I absolutely mean.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's,
like
the
a
truth. It's
family-
because they do mean it. They just have the confidence to say it. If they tell you they don't mean it, they're lying.
Yeah, but well, like, I guess what I should have said is I never tell secrets when I'm drunk, like everyone else seems to fucking.
You don't gossip?
I think that's just like kind of a fucking lying excuse. They're like, I was drunk, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, being drunk is a mind state. Like you
I
can,
guess, yeah.
you can be having had a lot of alcohol, and then you can be acting like you're drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's also. Well, I guess I'm more.
For-
I guess my problem is with people owning their shit, because there's like, I was drunk and I didn't. Like, I'm sorry.
agree.
I said
For-
something stupid. I was drunk.
For me,
Full accountability.
for me personally, like
Means
anything,
nothing.
anything up until blacking out, like I have some sort of control over like what I say and do. I may not be the best at it, and like, but like if there's something I don't want to do, I won't do it. But like when you black out, you just become a zombie, and it's so scary because like you wake up and then they'll get like 100 text messages, and you'll be like, dude. And you'd be like, I literally don't remember any of that.
But then you're still yourself in those moments you don't remember though. So that was
Dude,
you calling the shots.
No.
Well, who was like living?
God.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was you're like maybe
That's-
your consciousness
you made
was
it to the
dead,
other
but like
side.
you're
That's when, like, drunk
you were
alt-
just going on instincts.
That's
like,
when drunk
what are
alter
your-
the
egos
master
come in,
puppets.
because like
The
I've seen like dude, like people's like the look in their eye changes, like it's like glossed
Yeah.
over. They're like a walking corpse,
I've seen that too.
and it's like their subconscious kicks in.
yeah, like
It's-
I would fucking love to live like that, dude. You just fucking just like
Glazed
you're
over.
you're all
in the passenger
instincts
seat.
and fucking.
It's like for me,
It's
like,
like on all fours.
I know, like,
I need some
barking.
of that, yeah.
I know like I can't black out because my subconscious is very like competitive and very like kind of like controlling. Like that's just something that's like I grew up with and had that subconscious. Like if it's like if I black out like and you tell me to do something, I will like make it my life goal to do the opposite thing. So like that's like really bad. Like I can't like so like I just don't black out. But like that's like I feel like the most deep root fundamental part of you, like that's what comes out when you black out.
Now I want to like have my friends like, say, hey guys, I'm gonna black out tonight. Let me know what my true self is in the morning.
We should do this at Humble Heart tonight.
Drink in
before or after the
excess.
show. Last night, I normally am afraid to get fucked up before I play, especially because I usually have to drive home too.
Yeah.
So, but I was.
And we do not drink and drive.
Not like the
No.
rickety cliffs
They drink and drive.
Oh, because they have a song,
called
Oh.
Booze Cruise.
Booze Cruise.
Okay, good for them.
It's a good song.
but they
actually.
fucking like I felt pretty crossed on stage. I was like getting nervous. I was like, what if I fuck up? I'm drunk. But it ended up being much more relaxing for me. I always start losing my shit when I get on stage.
Have you been
so-
like really drunk on stage, like at any point?
Not really drunk. Like I think Queen Bee's one time I had like 2 beers. No, I didn't. I didn't drink at Queen Bee's. And then like last night I had like last night I had more than 2 beers, and I was definitely drunk.
What kind of beer?
Bagby.
But that's how you were able to hit the fucking yeah. That's how you did it.
That's how I did it. Alcohol and
Long time ago, me and Reese played a show at the Shea. He was filling in my old band and he was playing bass, and we did acid on stage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it was scary. It was really hot. Like I was sweating.
It wasn't fun at all, or
It was. So back I'm a huge fan of like singers to get a cordless mic. I think it's huge. I think it's like a big thing that any singer should do. It's just like it's so liberating. And what I would do is to test the like, I guess it's Bluetooth, is I would run laps around the Shea screaming into the microphone, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this kid on about? And then I mean, I think if you wouldn't be able to tell, but if I told you, you'd be like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. But it was like a throwaway show, so me and Reese was like, well, let's just have fun. Like,
that's awesome.
because the people organizing it was like, it was going to be bad to begin with. Like literally, like there was not a lot of people in the crowd.
Poor
So just
management.
take acid.
Yeah. If
Good
you
idea.
want, I'm not
Condoning.
I'm not condoning it. I'm not gonna.
I am.
Anything
I'll be
crazy
honest,
happen? Like
I'm a
the
little-
crowd melted, or somewhere a cat came out of the crowd to scratch you?
No, it wasn't like a visual.
The crowd melted.
Oh, it wasn't a visual thing. I did shrooms twice, and the second time wasn't visible for me at all. I just it was all feeling, which was all just like
Yeah, it's really like a just like a roll the dice. Sometimes you'll get really visual. Like for that time, like I was like no visuals, it was all feeling. It was all feeling.
that's cool.
I mean, it's an experience. I don't know if I would recommend that for everybody. It can be, if it was like a larger crowd, I feel like I'd be a little bit more scared. I would be like, yeah, I would be, because the big thing was like it was really hot and I was sweating, and I was like, everyone sees that I'm sweating, and that'd make me nervous, and I would just sweat more. But you know, I was talking to Max about this yesterday, that you guys only had like one day of prep for like the show.
So what happened was I flew in on Thursday.
Mhm.
Noah picked me up in the airport. We practiced at Liberty Station, which is like 5 minutes.
Just you,
from
me,
the
and
airport.
Isabel.
Yeah,
So the three of us
They had a
were-
drumless practice.
Honestly, it went very smooth. It was very nice. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, we like first thing we did, rehearse. Next day, it was me, Joey, and Noah.
We didn't have a rehearsal with all of us.
No.
Yeah, it was
Before
just
the
it was a
show.
scheduling thing.
We did it with half of the rhythm section, and then half of the other half of the rhythm section.
We did what we could.
Was that the first time you three played without me?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was honestly fun. Like it was cool.
No,
First
it
time.
was a
sounded-
pleasant
Time.
surprise.
It felt like a cappella, even though it wasn't.
I think we did pretty good. I'm proud of us for what we were able to do with such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, we have one more
Yesterday
tonight. We'll
on
see how it
stage
goes.
Yeah.
was the first time I've played with Joey in months.
Yes.
you're right.
Yes. And
That's kinda
yeah.
strange.
Yeah. Yesterday was the first time we played all together. Yesterday at the show was since July.
I didn't have too many doubts, just because I've seen you guys play, and every time was fine. You guys have great stage confidence, and are very much like in command of like what you do. But like anytime you see like a break like that, because Max is in school, anytime you see that, like like as a band, like I'd be like a little nervous, like we haven't practiced the songs, and
a
like
little nerve-wracking.
I was until we rehearsed after I picked you up. I was like, we don't
Yeah.
even have drums. We're still playing in time with each other. Like,
I agree. I was nervous up until it was me, Noah, and Max, and we were playing just at my work, and we were like, oh, we're fine.
those
This
songs
is-
really
this
are
is
like.
fine.
like not even some of like the newer ones that maybe like
Our songs are all very easy to play.
that's not
They're
true.
they're ingrained.
That's not
in,
true.
We've been playing them for a long time. They're like,
Yeah.
because I hadn't since our last show at Queen Bee's, like how many months ago?
It was back like
It was the end of
early
July.
August.
I thought it was
Like since that show,
you're right,
I
you're right.
hadn't played any of the songs at all, or
Me
even
neither.
I hadn't even picked up my electric guitar. I just played acoustic guitar like shit that whole time.
You know what's funny is that it almost like the second we got on stage last night, I was just like, it felt like no time had passed at all. It was kind of nice, and we also didn't we didn't. I know. We didn't want to advertise it as like we're going on hiatus. You know.
No.
Because it wasn't like that long either. Like
It wasn't.
Your last show was it August?
It was late July.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was, and we don't want people to be like, oh.
Was it the Humble Heart one?
Oh fuck, I don't know. Where
It was Queen Bee's. It was late.
We were at Humble Heart like the night before or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It was early August at Queen Bee's. That was the last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Blue Knights.
So it's like
Yes.
2 months. You don't really need to announce anything for that. I feel like people who know would know, and then
Yeah.
from there. But yeah, I mean, and then what's the next one? Like Thanksgiving break?
Thanksgiving break, so 3 weeks from now, and then
That's Elfest, right?
Yeah, and then 3 weeks after that, I'll be back again, and we have like five shows over the semester break.
And what we learned is we don't need to practice. So
There you
great.
go.
I don't think
But
that's
don't-
the message we should
don't
We
get
don't
airy.
need to prepare or practice at all.
I think I've talked to a lot of bands, and like I've been wowed by like the lack of practice some people have been able to get away with, and just
We were pretty good about it.
About not practicing.
No, about practicing.
Yeah,
We
there
were
was a
pretty-
time. Like when we first started, we rehearsed a lot.
Yeah.
We tried to make it a once a week dealio.
that's a
Yeah, we
good
definitely
rule
did.
of thumb.
And
just
then
once.
and then eventually we were just like playing so many shows that
That
the
There
show
wasn't
was
time.
the rehearsal.
practice for
Yeah.
the next show.
Right.
I think
Every
once
weekend.
a week is too frequent for anything to
No,
happen.
I like where we're at right now because we were doing like so many shows
Yeah,
because
it was difficult to get other things done.
It was
we had-
burnout.
we had a
It was
show
definitely
every single
burnout.
weekend, and I was like, okay, we can't make new merch, we can't write new songs because we're just
Yeah.
preparing for the show next
100%,
week.
yeah.
we have it a lot more spaced out now though, and it's nice, having the
Mhm.
breaks in between. It's a good change of pace.
Right. No, it's
That
definitely.
being said, we're doing 2 shows in one weekend.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's Halloween.
Yeah,
Halloween
and it's
weekend.
spaced out. Y'all have had time to like sort of get back to.
We just don't want people to forget about us.
That's a big fear. That's
My ego can't handle it.
yeah. I was always scared of that shit. Like you don't play a show for like 3 weeks, but you don't have to worry about that. You get to a point and you hopefully stop thinking about it. But
Yeah.
that's like a big insecurity. That robs you of having any fun playing. Is like I developed that insecurity like 6 months into playing, and then I just stopped having fun. That really sucked.
Yeah.
Is
I understand that.
that and like when like you compare yourself to everybody, that's just like the worst. But
It was easier for me to. I was less stressed before going on last night after that long break because I started to just like start freaking out, like when we were playing just like a bunch of shows.
the burnout.
I guess, yeah.
It was
Especially
too
when-
much. It was
just-
way too much.
Would you do it again?
Not like that. I mean,
I
a
would.
tour is one thing,
Yeah.
which I guess is a lot of shows together.
But that you're going into there like thinking like we're just here to play shows. Like,
Yeah.
It's like let's not think about new music. Let's not think about
Mhm.
this. We're literally like the time in between playing shows, we're going to the next show and just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like work and school all day, every day, show on the weekend, and then
Mhm.
repeat the cycle over. And
I
over
think-
again.
Yeah, for me, shows are like my favorite thing to do of all the things that we do, but it becomes very unfun when it becomes like it's just work,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, that's not fun
Dude,
anymore.
sounds like you have a bad attitude.
I have a terrible attitude. I'm the biggest yeah.
sounds like a losing mentality.
Womp womp.
Facts.
Yeah.
Thank
How
you.
are you gonna buy your kid a Ferrari with a losing mentality?
Yeah, come on.
That's
I'm
a great
not.
question.
Fuck that kid.
How you gonna-
They'll get a McLaren. Fuck Ferrari.
Sad.
They're getting a bicycle.
Where are we at time?
Hour 55.
All right, we'll go on one last tangent. I think
that's like a movie. Cool.
yeah, it is like a movie. It's like a
Shit,
It's
like
like
a
Spider-Man
movie.
2. I
It's-
watched that shit last night.
and it's an hour 55 on the dot.
Oh no,
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh.
I just like Spider-Man.
What's something crazy we can end with?
You guys could play a movie, and then that will be the timer, like when you start. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of scary.
Oh,
Can you
yeah, we
imagine there
could.
being a
Pulp
movie
Fiction
going this whole
playing.
time?
It's like a
That'd be great.
2-hour movie,
Mhm.
because we'd be done with it by now. And then if you do
Make
that
a
every
movie.
time, you know,
Jesus Christ, we're not
Whoa.
ending it.
Owie.
That was scary. Right?
can we bring that
Jump
back?
scare.
Like that. Would you
Snooze and
actually
jump
just
scare.
give us one of those like randomly, just different jump
Like
scares?
throughout, just jump scares.
Keep us. Keep us on our feet.
I would honestly.
You know
think
that
this
one
would be
video
so
of the
fun.
car and like
I
the
drank
green
too much
flash?
Hennessy at the
Look,
function.
look
and
at
now
the
I'm saying
fucking
the N-word.
AI
Somebody
voicemail.
called the cops.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm busting down sexual
Nah,
terror out
this
the
is. This,
That's supposed to be you,
I don't know what that is. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
dude.
but it's the AI thing.
It is
Drank
AI.
too
That's
much
definitely
Hennessy at the
what it
function.
is. What is the context for that? I'm very curious.
You're drunk.
I don't think I was. I don't.
Very
no,
simple.
You're
I-
Too
drunk.
much Hennessy at the club and you're busting it down sexual.
I know
style.
how I sound drunk, and I'm sober in that video. I'm definitely sober in that one.
Isn't that worse for you?
No, because then it's conscious. No, fuck that. If you're drunk and you say that's one thing, but
Is Sarah a sexual person?
Who's Sarah?
Sarah.
It sounds like you said sexual Sarah in the.
no, I
fucking
said
voicemail.
sexual style. I was busting it down.
Oh, that sounded like you said,
What
I'm
is
busting
busting
it
it
down.
down?
Sexual
Sexual
Sarah.
I don't know. I think whatever I was doing last night at your guys' show, I was definitely busting it down sexual style, especially when Ego was
As
playing.
Bojack.
As Bojack, yeah.
Okay, the time and date for this was June 9th, 2023. At
Let me
3
look at-
a.m.
3 a.m. Yeah, I was definitely
Check your
sober.
camera
3
roll
a.m.
for
and I must
proof.
be alone.
June
That was the
9th.
first song I ever learned on the guitar
What?
that I remember was actually it might have been a Jack Johnson song,
Oh,
but I'm pretty sure it was
dude.
that song by Matchbox 20.
Dude, mine was I'll Stop the World and Melt with You by Modern English.
Jesus
bass?
Christ.
No, on guitar. I started with guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Um,
Oh yeah, you taught.
June 9th, I was at the Shea Cafe.
June 29th.
Oh, June 29th.
That's my birthday. What were you doing?
He was at your party.
It was at my birthday party.
Well, Will's birthday party, the Grimace party, that was Oh yeah, it was the Grimace party. That was what it was.
Grimace.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Sounds lit.
We had a Grimace party. It was Will's birthday party, and we played like a bunch of drinking games. But then like whoever lost, it was basically like Rage Cage and like Drunk Jenga. But instead of the bitch cup, because that's when like the whole Grimace thing was happening.
Mhm.
So instead we had
Oh,
like
no.
like a Grimace cup, and it was like like the bitch cup, and then we just dyed it purple. And if you drank it, like good luck.
She
I
was
thought you were gonna
bad.
say the Grimace Shake.
Dude, the girl that drank
Grimace
that
shake,
was not
whole
okay.
bottle of Bailey's in it.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Mm.
You were at that party.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was bad. That was a fun part. That was a fun. There was no Hennessy at the party though.
So where'd you get it?
I think I was just doing a bit. I don't know. I think I was just because
Dude, you broke the table. Like you.
Let's not
you
talk
just-
about the. Let's not talk about the Will's birthday bash.
One of my first memories of Max is we were School of Rock students and we went on tour when we were like 14 and 15 respectively. And Max broke a fucking like bed.
A bed?
He was fucking hella bitches.
That was in Mountain View, huh?
Yeah,
That was after the wing incident.
the wings incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I woke up.
I've settled down since then.
He's not breaking
It's
beds or ironing boards.
I'm breaking beds, but not in the way you'd think.
That's the one thing about being 21 is like, like it's so late that like you kind of phase out of drinking by the time you're able to drink legally. Like I don't think I'm
Yeah.
ever gonna top like my drinking days from when I was like 19.
I think
That's
that,
why it's 18 in Europe,
I was
you
about
know?
to say that's
Mhm.
their mentality. They want them to do all the stupid things between 18 and 20.
Doesn't work. That's what people say. They're all just like, oh no, we just become alcoholics way fucking early on. Like,
Hell yeah. I woke up this morning, my neck and my back was like hurting so
Yep.
fucking bad from yeah. Do you get that too?
Oh, yeah, big time. I don't know.
Yeah, big time.
oh yeah, big time.
It's just
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's when
baby.
you're on stage, you're not
Keep
thinking
it
about
rolling, partner.
you're not thinking about the consequences of like
Your actions.
the shit that no like headbanging or like moving around just like crazily, and so it when you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I feel like an old person, like this sucks.
What's weird is that your neck is a muscle, and if you headbang all the time, you will be okay.
You become Corey Taylor.
Exactly.
You're a
I
drummer.
feel the same
It's
way.
different.
And then if you take a break, like a long break, and then you headbang
say
a
like
lot,
2 months.
then your neck will become very sore.
Yeah.
Your neck is also a bone and like the spine, and you can like really
Hurt yourself.
hurt yourself by just
You had to headbang correctly.
Yeah, Technique.
Me and my dad, first memory of headbanging in 8th grade, we were headbanging to Master of Puppets, and my neck was like broken after like a 30. Just like we listened to some of the album.
Were you doing eighth
your
notes?
First time.
And we just, no, it's like,
You know what we should do? We
It was
should
just
do
normal, but now I could do that for hours, and not even feel anything.
You know what we should do is for Formula One racing, they do a bunch of neck workouts because you have to have a really strong neck to be able to handle the G-forces of going so fucking fast in that car. So we should do that shit so that we can headbang.
Do the Formula One neck workouts.
Yes.
Whatever
That's
Corey
what I think.
Taylor does, because if you see his neck, it's just like
It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I remember there was like a huge difference from like when I used to have like long hair, kind of like yours, same color and everything, and I would headbang, and then like I shaved it all off, and then like it's
not as fun, right?
Feels really weird. It feels.
It doesn't look as cool.
I think that's better because if you have long hair, you're a bitch because it's doing all the work for you. But if you have no hair, then you have to go fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Joey's a recent long hair to short hair convert.
Yeah,
so.
And that's when I realized that the fucking bald dude headbanging,
But
he's got to do way more work.
You'll never know.
Okay.
You have to put your back into it when you're bald. Like you'll never know how to headbang until you do have long hair. Like I had short hair to start, didn't know how to headbang, grew it out, learned how to, and then I was able to transfer it after the fact.
Interesting.
That's
I
how-
probably had a similar experience, but I think it's more fun with
you were
less hair.
unrecognizable after you cut your hair.
Thank you.
It was like
It was a big controversy at the time.
It
Yeah.
was.
I got a lot of shit.
We had to do a whole press tour, you know.
He had to apologize
I
publicly.
was in witness protection for a while.
like it was like Weird Al Yankovic kind of style hair. You know what I mean? Like that. Like the.
Yeah, like
Howard's-
Weird Al's a bitch for headbanging because it's like he doesn't have to do shit. He doesn't have to do shit.
It's okay. It's long hair, short hair. It's all
But
good.
if Weird Al was bald, that would be terrifying.
One day he will be.
So picture that.
Maybe not. I mean, if the
You know
hair
what? I bet he's already suffered from hair loss, and he wears a really convincing wig.
or just the hair transplant, like what LeBron James does.
Or Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Elon Musk headbanging.
Hey,
I'd
I
pay
make
for that.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess we can call it there. I mean, what else is there to say? Dead Rosetta, man, we've been trying to get you guys on since fucking June, since I first saw you, and fuck, it's good to see you last night. If you didn't go to last night at, what was it, what was the show called? Halloween
Monster
Band?
Mash.
Monster Mash.
Home
Monster
base and
Mash
Ryan
Man.
Lewis's baby.
If you were not at Oceanside on October 28th, you missed out. But it's not too late, even though this episode won't come out till later next week. Somehow, some way, find a way to go to Humble Heart tonight. It's going to be a fucking great show.
We will say hi to you.
They'll say hi to you.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Dead Rosetta, thank you for having on. Or thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. No music on October 31st.
Fuck,
That
no.
was a lie.
Total
Gotta come to
lie.
the show.
Gotta come to the show to hear it. That's the only place you're going to. Anyways, peace out, y'all. See you on the next one. Bye.